nene si la fen ko dala bite Yes, balbe kontona men be programme woni jube kani men be na jube la na dale ka kacha kanyoso hakilol bawo dunia generally mu hakilolati anamadiya hakilol mu adu Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ayen dada ayen sindi purunga nyoso hakilola ulakin na mandin ka kunde ka foko hakil kilinte hakilti Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ayol foki la fon rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam akaye ila mantolu nuyaje fisiyata mantolu beti wala mko ikanyo ya mara ku kendo la kanyo fatande ku kurunma o dun dalilo munete wala mko kanyoso hakilola bawo adamadin te kere me alon ko you are perfect in this world adamadin te kere so perfection many adamadin nilume yamira ite yamira perfect that's the day you became a jahil ignorance adamadin men kamela kate ate mistake o keno la seko la mari perfect so natal do gambia diunu be diam ka tolle fula manden kasuru wa Jawla sara hulle Fofe mu Gambia diunti bedia muka bele. This country wuluta konole. Andung Gambia yalo Gambia alla banko na banko beden ta banko menna. Nim manke kun. Luntan le benna banko tinyala, e benna banko tinyala, e benna banko bulala e be murle la banko luka. Ntol fanam benan na banko bulala mbete tele yanga kije luntan ti yena maltreat ko teke yaje mbadim fulolo bi mansa kunda membe siring amanke fula mansa kundati na Gambia membe kela fula mansa kundati Gambia te mansa kunda soto no la membe keno la mandinka mansa kundati Gambia te mansa kunda soto la membe kela sila mansa kundati. We can only have one government, that is the government of the Gambia. It's not Fula government, it's not Mandinka government. There can never be this tribe government in that country. Because niaje mbenyum foka nitata na sojari alla bi. Sojarol kono ibe si obele tataje. No one particular tribes membe iwo banko maranola. It's impossible. Maybe banko bet mol betar la je siol kono ando yaje adama diwoni nal sitali ngam hakilotu wala tinanko adama baro anala NPP nyim patio ise shaitan patilem adu shaitano mune jawyata la wala mukatilin ka kele mo kendo be regardless of our political affiliation we should all come out and fight against this political party ka turo fanna bankoka wala tina ninga molike surtout la alpha keba balu men yalo ka lonta le qur'ano karan e kanata NPP la meeting dulali ka fo mole ko nyim pati mo kayra pati NPP mu setane patilati setano dum ala ko inna saytana kana li insanu aduwa fattakizuhu aduwan adama dium setano mu jawbalati anu adama de nyanta setano fana mutalale ko jawolo alla len yamar kin Oto Gambia di wodin ning ayatar ko Gambia la kuole yesula. You should see NPP as an enemy. Because enemy nyadi lemo, pati nyin nata mun dalila le kama. Yes, Mr. Saihou kondo. Pati nyin nata mun dalila le kama. Because Gambia, yalo Gambia la problem momenti wala muko. They don't have problem with the people. Many yalo ko ebe tribalism practice kampan ko kam. But they have a problem with the people who, those who are exposing tribalism. They have a problem with the people, those who are against the tribalism. They have a problem with the people, those who advocate and condemn the tribalism and expose those tribal bigots. Gambians have problem with these people. You see, most of them, they are so comfortable with President Barrow. Malo fali yalo. Well, all this condemnation, I condemn that career, I condemn the career. I don't give a damn who condemn the tribalism, who doesn't condemn it. Because this condemnation, ni kafe on condemn. Dunia ni amo ikari a condemn. At the end, when they condemn something, and then after the condemnation, what step do they take after the condemnation? When ye moment condemn no mawo stop, they take an action against it. Whether they will, America will condemn. You continue to do it. Yes, Mr. Yago Mr. Manya. Ning America ko condemn. And ye condemn menka you continue to do it. Ekamuneke, they take action against you. Maybe they will sanction your government or they sanction your country. But you see all this condemnation against the tribal bigotry, tribal tribal activities in the country. It is not coming from our hearts. Because nka condemn for the sake of the condemnation, but we don't condemn it genuinely. So kuodu me yalonko alako nalbe kila yolof. Adama dibe kuoku kela nyanta bolela ngani yole kono. But that's why I don't give a damn who condemn it and who doesn't condemn it. Yes, ndema. Nge kondo ndemuzo jare. Me ya condemn me konda, I don't give a damn about it. Yalo muneketa. Because this condemnation abe na kune from bondi kamola. Because ika kuomen condemn. Kuonyembe continue den kakele because there is no action against it. Nin tribal bigotry membebe Gambia yalo Gambia nul. Nan lafta tonya londilal be selective justice le bulala. Ya yenka alay nyinef ako momen yalon ko komen alay men fo qur'ano kono wala mko afatu'minuna bi ba'dil kitabi wa taghfiruna bi ba'd. فما جزاء من يفعل ذلك منكم إلا كدعف في الحياة الدنيا ويوم القيامة يريدون إلى أسد العذاب. على ينيرف على كمول الكسون كيتولا ولا مكو selective justice modole kodol ke aliye accepaka modol ya ke aliye funta aliye condemn because muneketa they don't have power or they are powerless or they are poor people. You come out and condemn it based on their poverty. Because muneketa alinyadunta wala. Why so many condemnation? We all know what Mballow said is completely nonsense. But muneketa Jomale Mballow employ. Jomale following him kuma kanfo. We young Gambian until we seem to forget so quick. Nali ajube tabutal plan 2018 biri belaning na fikia kuli Adam Barrow balaning Satan evil NPP mu ngafale ne NPP mu Satan kafolet. Allal hakilo balal bam bring Ahmad Ba. Watama atelmu Minister of Tourism. Biri be tabutal plan killa ilota tembo menalu anin Demba Sabal bring atata NPP. Ya meeting also the State House. Allah hakilo bala 2018-2019. Ahmad Balo ta fulo la meeting dula tabtal pula la meeting dula na State House okono. Ako fulo li bata menke Gambia kono. Eka fulo li harassment o menka ke fulo la abedan nale. For Ahmad Balo kuma kono manke when he was a tourist because Mballow is a presidential advisor, but Ahmad Ba is a state minister. Ahmad Balo ta ko ka toralo menke jomale ka fulol toral because all those migration immigrational men yalon ko be do ko na Gambia Immigration Department, yeah, who are working there? Is it only Mandinkas who are working there? Is it only the Wolof are working there? No, they are working there for the Gambians. They are Gambian, Gambian will temeni aloko ela do ko dumbe larim based on the criteria of the Gambian constitution. So in State Minister Kafuntina to undermine the Gambian constitution, undermine the Gambian immigration department, accusing them kafoko they always harassing the Fullers. But which Fullers? For Fulol wol manyan na Gambia luwa batulaba. For Gine Fulol. And then the sad thing about it, why all this concentration on Fullers? It's only the Fullers are foreigners in the Gambia. And the Guinean are foremandia. Therefore, we say that they always claim that we are disrespecting the Fullers and this along Gambia na Gambia Fulol. Al ning Gambia diun besiri. Nente bota sate momento Fulol lebeje. There's too much there. Nim Fulol le wuluta nyoka. Even though man Fula kamwe, because mbebola je wato mena I was soyo. But ndela sate oto Fula kamwe la siata because ni dara wala changal lanka di changal chodo changal sukutoto chinchi demba pilinki nyil bemu changal la ansole. Changal la in changal le besiri. Mandi call ni Fulol bedunde nyoko. We never have a problem with them. So Gambian Fullers, this Gambia Fulol men be Gambia kono should understand this. This is not about the Fullers particularly. This is about the Gambian to protect our country. Bankome yalon kontel nitel bele dentala. You can understand. So Hamad Balota ko Gambia immigration eka Fulol le harass. Adam Barobe sirin keto. That was in the State House. Imagine Gambian State House as a State Minister ka law. Ka flaka fol kilinan ka fo ko eka Fulol le arrest jang and Fulol le harass jang ning alliance for Fulol dambane ka alliance card taba. It's only Guinea Fullers are taking the alliance card. Nigerian ul kanyang alliance card tal. Senegalese card tal. Guinea Bissau kul card tal. Malian men be, but why they are so particularly about Guinean Fullers? Yalong Adamadum alingam fambunya. Anumbe men fola Guinea Fulole. Yaje problem jamabe West Africa kono nim banku dantaon ka Guinea Fulola man fo al komade. Ali yalla banko tuje. Ali yalla banko tinya tribalism la. Al bena kan kote ke kana wande banko le fanan kan men yalon ko they respect you people. Yali bunya, yali sindi, al nibe Cairo kono, al ko alla tribalism me yalon ko al yake Guinea Conakry, al yeje tinya, alla banko ala yal so every resources la, al ya al madadano based on tribalism, al data Gambia kono al Gambia Fulol ni mandin kol ni surwal tafsiri nyoka, al felal bentemo tinya kam. Fale ama ala bal tulajele. You shall also continue so far because you cannot destroy the people's country due to the lack of their leadership incompetency. Albota kan opportunity ti kanna banko tinya al Gambia men kale al te Gambia jono la de. We are all immigrants. Temo immigrants sol tembe jaman dame ma wulu jaman jam. Ay busin ko to tela fen ko ila chaja be bunko ta kam. Ndebe jandame lun tawna monte ngadde on soto jan. Bare nalun tayang nani o danta dame. There are some things there banko diun la right le mot nten fandundi la wokono. Even though they give me every opportunity in this country. And then the same thing Gambians, and then yaje osunguto membe Teranga FM. I think it is right time Gambia GPU they address that girl called Mariama Jawla. Mariama Jawla is an evil, is the girl who may pretend to fight the right of the Fullers in the Gambia. Fullers have no problem in the Gambia. Likewise, any other tribe in that country. But what are they fighting for? What are they really fighting for? What do they want in Gambia? You cannot be a Guinean Fuller because you think that you speak Fuller in the Gambia, that make you automatic that automatic qualify you to be a Gambian. We have a Mandinkas in Guinea Conakry. You have Mandinkas in Mali. You have Mandinkas in Burkina Faso. And then every of these countries, they have you have Malians in the Gambia. Malian sort of Gambia, Gambia Malian Mandin Koli, yes, sort of Gambia. Malian Sarakulo sort of Gambia. But why are we not Ninata Ghanaiano member? They are even well integrated than the Guineans. Because I know Guineans, many alonko. Sanji Jole be in Gambia, they only wuluta jela, what they only nibe musonyin na kata Guinea ke. They see themselves as Guinean. But nana ta Gambia ko, we should not call them as Guinean. They are equal with us in that our country. Niya fo ko karinyol musifa tam fransilale. Let us protect our country. Alingana banko tankandi. Because Najube bidding Adam Baronata, Gambia, Gambia President Yala. Let us be fact here. All these tribal activities, Fulol Kamen Beke, Akake Gambia Lapon. Is Gambia only, is the Gambia only country in West Africa, Konomene Fulol Soto. Now every tribal activities, Fulol La Carola Beka ke Gambia Lapon. And that is the fact, whether we accept it or not. Gambian Tolu, na problem menti, we are afraid to address our issues. Many aloko, it is affecting our society. We are all one. We are all one. And I'll can you for the last. I always say this. I always say this. Ninga funko. You see, Adama Barobe Menna is a very dangerous employment akawole. But niafo, even our own UDPs, they always come attack me. They could some categorize me as tribalist. Modul biji kafun. Hanim dino kono. Nal sita dino kono. Misilmea kono. Aljama begin tulmankara baral mu alkaran nal nyininka. Hajratul Aswad. Ikafo men na berefion bi mul kata hijola damento kaba fon kaba mudula dinete. Aliko berefion menjete ikafo men na Hajratul Aswad. Kaba betata nata wodula jina. Ni mul be sallay be tilibo tiliji tilifenge kute Saudi Arabia. Ni be kaba kono ni salilal jube ka wo Hajratul Aswad nying e ka woleta ka amuru Kenya tili wolle ka sale Saudia tilibo tiliji kuteje ni aje nga tilibo nin tiliji yosoton ka mune fenke wala muko nka saw ntel mol bembe bantale ka ajubele maybe Hajratul Aswad nyimbe min tolela bawo tilo ka ba kunala wala tilibo nin tiliji nin fenkona ni be nya e salle Kenya tili no men be Australia kata banku gotal to ning Hajratul Aswad be tilijiola ibe nyatil na tilijiola kasal because that's the direction where we are looking mantar ka afoko tiloka bote na mantaro jube kan we are looking the direction of Hajratul Aswad wala tina ni tata Saudi Arabia ni tata hijola je ni hijilal jube be salla tilibo tiliji kuteje ka bero nye murule ka be ke nyatil wolela wo bero be la na tembo men na keta problemoti Hajratul Aswad mune yake problemoti because they don't want. And even though Saudi Arabia, ibemu banku kiloneti those days, in Mecca they are all the same Meccan, ibemu makan call it. But ye different kabilo lesoto. Wo kabilo nata sonka, jomale be Hajratul Aswad wonin talaka landi. Because more kabila landi today, those kabilos can claim that they have more privilege than the others in Mecca, because he tell the Hajratul Aswad wonin they can claim the ownership of it. Because he bele mubaka don't. But kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam munekeda ako sign pour equal fenko so the femoni nyenka bawo bele mu Saudi adionde but they have a different kabilo ye banu Quraysh banu Kanuk banu Hasim kabilol ako kabila bana no membeje kabila ye fano le landi kabero nyi landi atema kabila ay mo kilimbula ka fano nyi tonko nano muta so that one individual will not one kabilo cannot claim the ownership of the Hajratul Aswad walatin Qur'ano fanan konye innamal mu'minina ikwatun fasilu bayna ikwaykum Muslimul be albemu badin kilinit albe ba kilin fakili woto fion al tilin yo tema fion men mal tate alitala alitilin alla talarol to nal sita sinyo anko haninna satol kono nin kabila kilin ko wato satol palaso e kadi kabila kilin mol what about the other kabila how are they going to see it banko fana bonya se kumbalo e memfo in other side na agree ta woto ako all the key position in that country, decision-making bodies are held by the Fullers. Who can deny that? I mean for Tonyala. But should it for Nyanta Kelalaba? Amanya Nakela? Mbemu misili molete. Hani misili meya kono. Misili meya niaje moli besiri. Niaje alako ati hakatul jil aki jil afenko fela bodako. Ako kafu ala hakko diala ala hakko momenti. Ati jil hakkahu. Ali kafu ala hakko mumenta ala dina mbemu Gambia diwlete aha mbe wuluta Gambia le aha woto Gambia le fe muna ke na mbete kanya naji But Nidiam Tala, iko Chief Justice Fulolum, Minister of Justice Fulolum, Minister of Agriculture Fulolum, Head of the Civil Servants Fulolum, President Fulolum, Vice President Fulolum, digital information was fuller. I don't know. Now Deputy IGP Fulolum, all the key positions, almost is half of 50 to 60% of the na cabinet position are held by the one tribe. But in Nidiam, because Gambians there, most of our people are hypocrites, they are cowards. Nidiam de ko have Gambia diun le moye raisoto. Gambia diun le moye raisoto nyame anoda Gambia diun fana yo raisoto wonyal. Munati na yebang ko la positional beta yake aka fitino le wulindi. Hani dino ye banyinale. Ni tata misilime yala karola kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam bila hijrata abota makatembo menna kata Madina ay molle tarje men yalon koy ka fay ko al ansari. wal ansarul bi gam mandin kol ka fo lantemu lansarul al ansar wala mu molti men yalon ko kila ye tarjele ene yahudo libe siring Madina kono birina ta ya welcome wala tina birin kelo keta kelo nyin kola birin kila jannabe na murula fonti ka ya tala ayatala ansarul feel offended al ansari ye meltari Madina kono because ye ilota kila ye bakele ye kelo ke kila ye kele wakele ansarul was they are always forefront biri munekeda kelo yalo nunto ni ye mol kelo ke al ye kelo ke ye kelo win al la musolu ila fioni al kebe tale so biri bo naful tala kila ye fioni jamati ka ye memfo according to the narration ayadi mollelam animen hijrata nanyola and then so nafikol wala kina surwal mansurwa kam we nyaaw surwal ka fo nyimmen nako say du wax de kade way def de tel hel e ko nafiko ate tonya fo la de nafiko buka tonya fo baraka hakilo tinyale moli wulita kata al ansariyu kate kan ka fo e ko kila felenti aye muneke atel na kelo kalbe lorin kila ka kila fasa al kelo beta ya alla modol faje bari maje birin fentala sida few be ka adi al muhajirin wal animel nata nyola and the ansari they feel betrayed, they feel disappointed and mune nata ke rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam another emergency meeting kili bra emergency meeting kili ayani tandila ko ntemam fensia atuluti akoy nimbe proud la fenna bi akoy ko ngafew men di nim ko ngafew men di mbadi lela akoy ko nafulo nafulo be bannal bar bi nte kila hannin nte ni ben killa bim ben fam proud la kam fan kile ansarol la katu muneketa ngafenne tuatel bul me yalon ko wala mu alati andum wo alani wo buka bang and that's what make the ansar so we heart, ayela gisolta ke sumandi. Because Adamadi we are not completed creators. We feel offended. We feel jealous. We feel manipulated. Walatin na molu nali kanyanta feomen kam. Alasia hanna tan bemu misili molati. Wato misili molu dino fon yole fo misili mola la feom nali batala ala tala ay kanyang. But kana feel ko si kilum ka position o bedi la nidiam de ko banku dulum it is their right nidiam de ko kana diamal and mol men itemen ka diamala bantala yeke mo jawot ntol men ka fo ni nga safe jo malle kan attaque fo na mandin ka diun ay atel mo resisolti alla ni kusi fala ka kinna al be UDP tinyala I personally will not ntawo fo mole na I care less UDP win the UDP but win Gambia diun lebe sofa kan and including every party in the Gambia but ntol damba mantar bataka o bankoka mandin kol dambante bataka o bankoka why will I compromise my tribe mol ben na ancestral nenila ebem na mol kila mo kurunti mbani mfa bota siol mento keke mo kurunti I should compromise that because I want my political party to win I say hell no. Because nte bani mfa ala ko qada rabbuka alla ta'budu illa iyahu bil walidaini ihsana ibani fa fente nyin dunya kono me yalon ko be kompialela kada ko hamalatu ummuhu wahnan ala wahnin ila parents sol ye kole yabe kole ya kono ye wulu wala kono ye mendi wala kono ni man fen sote bol jeyla men na bar kana dun kafo kono membe do yala des. Because of I'm a UDP supporter, I don't care. UDP win time a win fo mbele titaka leptani kilon ko mbele man tataka marse kilon ko mbele titaka mfenke kilon ko. Why will I compromise my eltan to be disrespected? Why I will compromise my parent disrespect? Because of I want my party to win. Even those people, whatever you do, they will never tolerate, because muneketa, they see you as their enemies. Ndel sinya jolle altana wolo to nyesafe. Many can attack him fauna UDP in kolum, many can attack him fauna mandin ka diulum, many can go. The Adama Barola ala appointment is a very dangerous appointment akawoleke. And ya appointment si faje dawda bu kala ban kairo kono yalo munekeda. Aka fitino le wulindi. Ngoy ko fira awna le kanyin kenu. Bari ala fa ya mention Qur'ano kono la ay muna fo fira awna. Ay muna fo fira awna la mole. Ako inna fil awna ala fil arda ja'ala ahli hasiyaa. Fira awna tartabanko kannabe maralola ayala molta keke group politi ke divided. Pour nous kamala aye divided nyadi. Yastadaifa ta'ifatu minhum. Pour nous kamala ko na ye divided. Kam ay many divided ka modol ta ke ay ka grupo dol ta ke lamfundi ke do yandi fanto e kana sembe soto tilimbali al sikke kan ayake wo dalilo le kan. Walakin ala ko yujabbihuna abnaakum wa yastahayuna nisaakum ikoke jomalela ake dinke ulifa ake di musol bulaje, because you feel that e ka nyinke mune kama pour que la mansayal protect fila awna fana yoke mune ka bani Israel an ko dinke ulifa ake di musol bulaje kata nyim feeling le soto ko bani Israel an ko wolle diwni iko wolle bende keta la moro yemen fonye sa ya ye divide ndako Egyptian le ko al bani Israel an ko wol mumo kurun ledi ha wol aye muta yeke joniti aye kala be an kantalalti aye kala saji kantalalti barin ko makaru makarallahi wallahu khairu makirin. Al kala plano lela ala bala plano lakan ala la plano dum wala ka work at the end. Ayo beke ayo bani Israel an ko dinki wolifa aye idi musol bulaji aye kala be an kantalalti ay dol kala saji kantalalti katu muneketa aya nyitandi nyin sidol la ka telle Egyptiano la telle fisiara bani Israel an kolti. Walakin ala ko yeji alu ahli hasiyaa ayala mantulta keke groupolti to manipulate them. They can follow divided and rule. Bari ala amal lafi tonyerola. Wallahi ala ko ma zada zalimina illa qasara. Tonyendir la mbuke la fa fenna naman ke kasarolati. Yalong B, they are categorizing Mandinkas Kafode. We are the wicked tribes in the Gambia. Ibeta sate jomale me yalong ko be mandin kol dambantar laje. And yes he was target most of those villages. It had a full letter, yes he was target most of those villages. Ibata la Mandinkas are the founder. They invite them. But today we are not even allowed to say that. They bully us. Mfound la mulbe kafrima to bully their own tribe. Inyaka tar ko la men yalo ko manyan kila ko kanadi amala benna politiko la tinyala na la politiko tina isuma fu, because ndi mo mandin ko let man e siya mo manyan ne tuntun naka bar kana som fanan katu ala fauna ya fa molede ako kullu hijibin bima ladainahu farihina kafu mumenti proud who you are katu nte ala la dar fe la mo kafoniti mbadi mfulol jawara tarta jande sanji tansaba manyi moyalla de asan musa kamara non telte kuma folela kuoto no bawon tol mudindi ulati bar fulol lom woto Guineans Gambianol beta Guinea jebe kala forina solete je mu fulati mu jolati ni tata Guinea mu forina solte bari Seku Mballow menfo ali ngaju be fotonya why are we condemning Seku Mballow when he spewed the truth famantonya lefo dula dantan naman kambe woltola wala muko ako imeda fulol di kumbondi la nyimbanko kan jomale fulol kumbondi Gambia kono imeda fulol harasi la janne jomale fulol harasi Gambia kono, because immigration is not only Mandinkas working there, not only Wolof working there, but the Fulas are working there, and those Fulas are Gambian Fulas. So will you tell me that those Fulas, Gambian Fulas, were harassing the Guinean Fulas? They are executing their job, the constitution of the Gambia. But yala ke akakete nem mansa me yalon ka man alalong, mansa me yalon ka man karang, mansa me yalon ka man siya ate silan na alikama loluna amira ka betu kanyin dunia le kono. Wala kanyin bara si falke ning alaye mutalume. Isi fanke ko kwetel mu alala mulleti. Ye Adama Barrow je Dawda, Adam Barrow is very dangerous. Adama Barrow is an evil. Adama Barrow is the worst human being that exists in the Gambia today. Bao Adama Barrow yalon Gambia no coming come file selective justice no found the NPP ko be nyim condemn kan bar birin Adama Barrow lota state house capital pour lota ta ya lumen na Adama Barrow lota ko ni bota kasa ni Jawla kan foy ko bota kasa masile akon yesuru kan foy ko mu Senegal nek fula kan foy ko bota eta bu jine yalde on ne mandinga kan foy tele mu Gambia not iko yo ha nyina mun na mod fo Adama Barrow le man lojal state house ayafo. And those who are condemning 𝒂𝒄 Mballow today, they were clapping for Adam Barrow. They were even saying that he said the truth, and that's why he is building the hatred for the Gambians, between the Gambians. 𝒂𝒄 Mballow, they know what they are doing. Allah nyong condemnation be mun na fale bela because ye ko condemn sama do yake ya condemn silindin do yake there is no action. Allah condemnation bena abena kila munati kuma kun tawni Allah condemnation man nafa soto Kati ka kule condemn, ne condemn killing fly, ya condemn Sabanja, take the action against it. When the sitting guys come out, UDP call a militia lesoto. Near UDP they are describing Mandinkas as UDP. Because UDP militia lesoto, will kata jomale attack. Ekata fulol la sato to fulol intimidate, ekata surwal la sato to surwal intimidate, ekata sarahullo le ke intimidate, ekata Jawla le ke intimidate. These are the 4 major tribes in the country. They are trying to bring these 4 tribes together to fight against one particular tribe. Womandim call it ka hatred bilin tema. NPP betama content. Whether we believe it or not. NPP betama ka tribalist indela. Tribalist inde be NPP laundering action fulo la Gambia kono. Whether we accept it or not, that is the fact. Nita mandinka kunda be maybe safo no mandinka kunda. 40% of they are supporting Adama Barrow, 60% is supporting UDP. But go to the Fula community. About 85% they are all supporting NPP. Go to Sarahule communities. 95% they are all supporting the NPP. Go to the Jawla community. About 75% are supporting APRC. They don't describe them as tribalists. But UDP is described as tribalists because they are supporting United Democratic Party. Mfawla moli manding kadiun kallo e ka foy ko nyim manding koli e famuta munet fo meji jam 𝒂𝒄 Mballow nyum kuma kam men fo Fatu Jallo me yalon ko ka fay ko GDC ayon ledi ay kuma kalle fo ka bula manding ko la forumol kono police tata arrest le albe fitino men kurukuru kan yalo jalba ku yata ya fala ko sanji jama kata lunkilin kasara man hani kelona mume nal meke kun Gambia albe dunna fitina kun albe ni misala fo jandin duniya be banda katal do yatal albe nyim banko men na ko ta kalba mutakan ala ya kar falima ala e kule kaliye kali ke siyolti kali futundi nyola wo futu nyomal mo kuruni mo selfishiruni ila interest ibal dundi kanyola kala wo school fonti alla sinyoya Gambia fuara ya bal fala Sile be Gambia menna mol bukata nyim bakwel al diwni be fa kan kaso kon 𝒂𝒄 Mballow membe nyim kuma kan fo kan fulole ako fulole kana silan kula ako president mu fulole vice president mu fulole ako minister atodum head of civil service mu fulole ate fa mu fulole as a advisor to the president ako fulole be mun silanna ako nime badi u fasa e be jomale fasa la but 𝒂𝒄 Mballow nyinata ko ate ka salary menta manke fulol damba na kodoti Gambia diun la kodo wala bajoka not tabital pula not fula community fo le bajoka nina muto nyati aya nina fa ko kana sila and he is not even addressing the fullers in the Gambia, not addressing the Gambian fullers, but the Guinean fulol letake sindi venyu kuma kan foke. Yes, Musa Sila, I'm fine. Guinean fuloli yolle gada nyoka. Not they are not even he is not even addressing the Gambian fullers there. Guinean fulol. And then first what I don't understand, 𝒂𝒄 Mballow is not working for the immigration department. Munebe 𝒂𝒄 Mballow sambala immigration department la sensitization auto. To gada fullers ka nonsense of for je. Why fullers are special? Fullers become a special for our immigration department. Because Siri Ture nyolu they will be jailed on Kafodon tell them yinti. ama me sidin jaynata ko mandin kol katu wo mulet ako UDP militia le dana ni ko militia men man militia le wala muko these are the private citizen momen yalo ko keta you go to like Essa ka fo mena ISIL Suria men soto Suria ISIL soto le ni tata Hezbollah Lebanon man sakunda na la molo Hezbollah na la molo Hezbollah la soldier they call them militia because they are not recognized by the Lebanese government. So sidin jay ko UDP wole soto ndata mfundira na UDP tata they write the loan writing ka fenko ta loan fenko ta fe ko de a condemn it every dal be tula condemnation la ala nay mul condemn al mabula hani ala subhanahu wa ta'ala menda nay condemnation oke ay nabiy mul kili walakin ko ntenna mon tole halakila illa fona keta nyinti nganabiy mo ki kam folo. But Gambia, ye ko condemn killing. Doina yake, sidin ya yake, amamme, sekum Mballow nata yake. Because this is their plan. Manzakunda memfuta be lori nyineka. And then the sad thing is, al nenete Adama Barrow jela be funtila be ko condemn la. Because Adama Barrow, this is what he is enjoying. Walakin na Gambia, Gambia le jamion siyata Saudi Arabia jamion. Bara la salul na falle. Allah ni jamion ba kata on albe jamion lola beautifying the mosque al jikolle. Because alako inna kalakinakum dhakara wali unsa ngal dada ngal ke kewol ni musolti uja'alnakum shu'uba wa qaba'ila li ta'rif ngal ke kabilol te ngal ke siolti pour nyen kamma al signolong alla won yolong kola inna akramakum indallahi atqakum al bemo kendon te alaya wala moti men silantante nya. You know why the black society are all suffering? You became a charity beggars. Africa continent so because Allah hanwoko. Al jubal be ñoo faaka men. Ni tata Burkina Faso ibe ñu banku dul dambon le be ñoo faaka dol ba folantel mu jihad yi sollete. Ni tata Ethiopia al dambon le be ñoo faaka nje. So Sudan ali jube dambon le be ñoo faaka nje. And you want this white nation to respect you. Because the ignorance, stupidity wala be faring Africa kono munatina ala tali halakila ala yala dafiol da ndol felente mbesiri jaman le jam. I came here mbaman do kuke jam faman do kuke jam nam mama teje me na mo joja. I came here, they find more than 10 years they are sponsoring my schools here. I don't know them. Them koyoli men yalo, we call them racist. Gambia la ñin tribal sol jama be je dol be siri America be siri Sweden be Mali be siri wande bankolka femman bondi na bankolka fuara ya wo fuara ya nata wandi moli ya nite kola kilti nite dina kilti Mali be do kola kan nda so kono koli ngol promote tribal koka andi tebe dulamento ning ayatari tribal sinam wal yo resistant tilitele te ka kamfa nin koyo ko niga ka kamfa atari ko be I sondomo be finding andun telephone mine kita worst. Ite mofin mbebe muslime ala ko innamal mu'minina ikwa muslimol mumo be albe badin killing kila ko al muslim akhul muslim muslimo ibadi wona muy ñom muslimot bari bi alla jamewol to tribalism beje alla Quran karambul to tribalism beje alla Quran schoolol to tribalism beje alla ñin arabic schoolo be alda fa ay munna faale soto Gambia katun hani ala niaja konya ko inna shalati tanha anil fashai wal munkar salo kamol farandi ku kurun din ku jawollema bari imaje alla leptano talbe halakirinje alla marasol ko nalbe halakirinje itata any institution kono Gambia diube halakiringa beto because munam ala le bal police kan ala kale membulal kalta bulal al ka pretend katil mo kendole alla kende yalle natil buka president ta fen kam kare mu fulole Seku Mballow membo fo katele go to my area. Go to the URL. How many flag communities are there? Many alonko they are struggling to have a potable drink water. Wo fulol jama bi ni be fulani ni be ni sitiol kilila nyinin na bi. Nde la URL len fulol ni sitiol siata. Fulol le mun ni siti jama ti Gambia kon. But go to the provinces yalo nte bota sate o mento tilika de sama jebe grindil. Fula jolle kadjina o sate o to ni la ni sol. Ikata toro men kono ngalo ne la woni sol ikadna bu jolle jowol kunto. What Seku Mballow have done about that? Any minister membefo, Bira Demba, Minister of Agriculture Demba Sabal, Chief Justice Hassan Jallo, Minister of Justice Atwad Dauda Jallo, Yena digital information, vice president ibe aywo mo men be konti ye mune falin fulo la community kono tanna santol to fulo la satol be wolbe kumbola jikola ate se kumbalo ka bula moto men kono more than 3 million motolum and wo moto nyin you can provide a clean water more than 3 or 4 5 communities in that provinces area fulol be batare Gambia kono mandin kol be batare bar yalo mune keta Gambia la illiteracy na kunimbalia ika woleta ka akela advantage ti imaje mol kata siri bafula so say den fok nyo mom Gambia adama di men na bren katama ite sondo mo futata ite koy karanta kariye nyim mira fole be kerema modol ko alaman soto fole akena alaman soto modol ko isa lamu alati fole isa ke alati hannin ayatal ko mandin kol yamire tanam bari madama ita kata lektano to mandin kama foy ko kanataje ika Gambia passport so mandin kama foy ko kanaso ika ko ila right mu fewfenti Gambia ko ne kakeje why if you are not stupid you will even bother yourself ko mandin kol le ka foy talam Gambia but yalo muneketa Gambia momen yalo ko yalo ne ko e palasol men mala karama sima bigotry le asima wo bigotry meye wo palasol sima they will continue to do that bigotry because yalo ne ko nima bigotry ke ila palasol be fola lale Sirinjai is not educated. 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 Mballow is not educated. How he became a president and advisor. Adama Barrow ya appointment abe wole. Adama Barrow is happy with these tribal divisions. This is not about only UDP there. Adil men ka foko ha alinga falunke hani United Democratic Party ko ale momo na de madama mandin koloma ita e ba nyitandi lalla ko ata kela e be kelo men ke gallo ya da bole kela because you know what, not be, UDP is not their problem. Their problem the leadership of United Democratic Party. Wala kenan ka foko alinga hakilot mandin kadiwli mo kana jutu mo lade bari ala men fo kulli hijibin bima ladaynahu farhina lo kan kafu ngeke menti proud wala de bari fo be mbug nyaate mandin kadin le ka UDP accuse ha si kote on nana ma keda fon bo mo le kono he come out openly accuse United Democratic Party na le man kare ta don ba fulal mu tribal isolde so ni molu they well plan this Adam Barrow na la molu ita yalo ne ko we already got the sarakules mbe men kela say fulo dol men yala be UDP dol men yala ko be GDC ali nge kilinam board nga yitandi la ko mandin kol man lafal because mandin kol they are already divided. That is how NPP is working. Do they care about, because they know that Gambia no la understanding in terms of the manifesto of the political party, agenda of the party, they care less. Gambia no care that hey karifela surwalen 2021 mo tatale ka mo killing menen roke mo formal for UDP ko for munamo katunga mo jele ja afanke UDP kote atata jolal benene opte e momen yalo ko fali adamadi un lamuite bari adamadi kulol be la bari fali nono yole susu kamandin ko ka mol benene kasra kulol benene yo audio leta 2021 kadun sara kulol beduna from one compound sara kullo bubu drame alo tala ko sara kulle ya fa United Democratic Party item sara kulle item manke sara kulle ding halalot and they come together. So Gambia politics is not about the agenda. Wala kina mewmen ka foko UDP ala agenda do they care agenda ning agenda la for NPP nyanda kanyala 2021 mo mel lota we Gambian mo men fon be nyim ko nyim condemn ka na fiko le malti men be NPP kono ali ka 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 Mballow condemn ali nyon na fiko te kering atel le mal natar no atel mo banku din kendoti misil mo le maltal silata alanya atel nyanta be ro fayna NPP for NPP dembo by force mal lo 2021 alotas al mamul be sirinje al kalul be sirinje imamul be sirinje pastol be sirinje nobody come out at that meeting dulato kalo kafo dembo by force yemen ka manya Adama Barrow fama dayele ka fay and the people were clapping for him kay memfo e kafo la ilaha illa dembo no politician no so Gambiano la mentality jube itel la politicien ya kafo karmo politicien nolti wala mu yo ite nyanta lo ne be nafikia ite nyanta nafikia le nola e nyanta fania fole nola e nyanta kala pretendal ti danko do be men no may yasoto altale tano tale multarje men be leptano to fol ke miral ntemu fulol ntemu surwal ntemu jolal wol be mira kam men ala yeso jata kende an e kan lo fulol adu mbadim fulol nyine be julumari bulu ma be fote whether we accept it or not Gambia be tribalism na be tamaka wolela e ma UDP konfenna barin ko ko tek Essa Jawla mo be sita mo bebe boladulato fo Essa Jawla ni aje mbota UDP fo ne nganda ha politiko la because ni ko UDP bu manding ka party le tinte nyanta bolaje sa ndem manding ko why do you want me to leave from United Democratic Party why ite ko wo mu manding ka fione so manding ka fion manding ko nyanta afan sabandi la wolal ay na ka fu ite tama muniti ite be mento wo mu muniti instead ali yalla party wafi al man fen so molla jata kende al nyanta men fula mole bi niaje corruption is rampam adam barola mansa kunda kono niaje adam barola mansa kunda ye corruption legalizing katu muneketa hanni ye suñaro le ke mol bene be fasala kan katu muneketa mol mantari ko mansa kunda kendol kuto de Gambia dun mantari good governance kuto de Gambia dun be men kuto wala ko alinga watajo bay si kar nyol kana si jam fontulo tela fen kolte be siri la TikTok kolto UDP ten sosei fen etema imagine dindiul men yala ko 20 years 25 years 30 years wol bela time waste kamuna ka discussion of tribal karnyol mandin kolte karnyol mun mo fione ne ajal be toraring albe jusuna ya kon al jikol no surtout la Gambianul al jikol mo fiunyo mo jawo natar no tubabo le nyin kairo men soto nin telle ya soto mo kilinta soto la imagine ite banku dinyo ite ko bali amanke fende kaka kandole fo ite buka men fo ite amira ko ni te no manke si kilin al manke kola kilin de be munekela wicked nation wala tina Africa be you are all charity beggars na manke ajube nin ko yol men fo be continent kilin ko look at them tamuro ko yela ko infrastructure development on jube africanul naman kal be ñoo fa ka mu ne kar ñol mu fulol leti nun to mentality oba 1000 years back mol tata mol ko yol tata ñoo fa ka ko men ka bintel be mur ka wolle ka min ko budde fulo ntemu mandin kadim foroleti ntemu sarahuleti ayal na fa mu ne la na al fadal be kata banko duma fal yama ko alaye londe ka fo temu sarahuleti temu ila baro wole ala interest Allah ni jamen balmen al berol al besadal bol al fele hala kili nyokan ani sai only few people I enjoy ni menna ta position oto waya fanse ndendi siyo koma nyin batar yabe boka momen bebula bebu misilme diwleti imaji al be torari al diwni be fakan jiyo kono al diwni be fakan sahara kono al diwni be fakan duro kula al munemu Allah bulla barol ala bal police la landa he will continue to punish Africa. Surtout la Gambia, you will continue to suffer. That is the fact. Ni men fenge da afanke woli bad kar ni nani woli jamal be mune bondinka. We are still begging, charity begging. Tubabol hanin kela fion ci kaja kayki Africa. Fion kotol men yala tubabol sumune kay la leptanol kono. Ila leptanol fion men yala ko yeyu si batata. Ntel ka wolle ci kan katanna mol songala na mansa kundal ka proud wala mfele nganyil na natili ja. Bare ni telephone be wo mansa kunda do kula ni be moto sana fekata sekon hanola sam. Adama barola ila ni government la police. Adam barola mansa kunda birina ta ye police men follow ndi wala mu ko. Adama ila nyim mansa kunda ko eman alaw ka moto sam below $2.5 million. Mansa kunda be moto sanna amanya na do yala dalasi million fula wuli kemel wulti bari imaje kata sekon han barani jana temo jube sekon balo nyolu albe nyem menke kata ko ngase kon balo condemn nonsense katu nyine be fo kala kordali kono ñine be fo kala kabilol kono ñine be fo kala suwol kono ñine be andu ñine jiko balla hanal la jamewol tal ka ñille fojeto mandi kol kana sija kar ñol mu fulol le tal nga hakilo tuito misilime diun misilime banku nafiko ni tata dina arabu kanandun la ko imaje be keda sada dade lalti Saudi Arabia ni nata arabu ko ba afula modo la tel mo kafirol ha kila manyinke kila dun ta motolal albe dun ka motol kila mandum fulay albe dun ka fulayol na fi ko albe karo belal ba afula mole ndel bu ka mansa soso wala tina bankote tinyal. Did Adam Barrow even care? Adam Barrow don't care. Adam Barrow is enjoying this show. Mandin ka diun men yalonko fos aliyenyim fabu sana nyolle manta jana fabu ni Ahmad Jide wala manda foni ita lo foni ko le ko ate fabu aya jambe kele kadu be ko menga bar UDP ko wol be ya jambe kele ka jola yalla ibuka mandin ko fode e ga fale ko UDP ko because they categorize UDP as mandinkas wala gnan ko nde diunu mu mandin ko leti nobody will use Essa Jawla to fight something or to create something for my children who have to come tomorrow. I will never do that. UDP al ganya dal manganya na haji teje bar ko ku ngaje ko is abnormal no le be parti on al politico tinya la fucking tinya because ntol damba manke sioti o banko ka men be batare ndamba na parti o banko ka ga UDP dul damba that does not mean that I will shut up my mouth because of communicate ane nyim fa man beta UDP la mo dol ba foka wole mo banko dul leti comme dem banko dul tinya wole right men soto banko ka o right le soto no le ba foka man ku tinye bala munatina ninte afa ba tinya NPP do for no problem. But UDP do no lay for the halbena political tinyal. That's a hypocrisy. Na tinya tai tinya. From bele te banko nyink. Fo jomale katela mo jara sansan. Albe meli fasa ka wo ministration ko le ke di untika ke samba tubabudu. Albe ministration se kum bala nyol men yalon ko ebe lori ngal nyato ni jara ni Adama Barrow mem president Barrow ti bi. Abama birasa sada samba turukaile. Atel men yalon ka ay alkila abel ibe diam ka be flaya dundi kal kunu kono ite atel jolle be batari mbajul lepta non kono nyaton ko libetenne ni nyaton ko felita kanyineke ike dende men na sio innocent sio men yalon ko ibe batali la balwola ibe batali la jata kende ala idi won bukata na karambuto e ka wolleta ke yusi e fon la kato wala mu fantinyate mfasa nte fasa nte diwni ngesamba fenkolto bara atel be damale tu wonyam mo nata nte ka fanya ha Ibrahima mandin koleti mfanda Ibrahima be batara ya men na jomane bala Ibrahima silla ibe kulubali akuo membe foka mo fe malo ko mandin kolle e mo mandin kolleti be mandin alfal doyak why should I hide behind my tribe? Because they know they are not qualified to do the job. Italiano na koning qualification, they are not qualified to do the job. Natal ko education, they don't have that education to hold that position. But because of the tribalism, kalinga mabo na siyo ko na Adam Barrow yeta wala. Gambia be mera batarin ne. Wala dinan diuni be fa kan duma silo kan eke bori kata alkal na banko beta kun kanne. Fo fulol bukata duma silo la. Mandin ka jolle fata nyim ba kono. Fula jolle fata nyim ba kono. Salakulle jolle fata nyim ba kono. Nyim momen bebe fa kan ba kono nene joma la je ko minister diunam wala permanent secretary diuna fela fata de sa to kono. Atel fuaro men yalo ko fulol ne surwan ni jolale e bal dundi kanyo ka kal kam fandi nyo kama unnecessarily ila personal interest lon ko setanol lo. Ndabo na dame fulo jolle beje. Jamale beda sukutoto changal sukutoto changal chodo pilink chodo kunda jamale beta nyile ka fale ko ha ning UDP gagné tay bal sen rebe sen la min jamale la banku di ya tambita wala and you will never see those fools involved in such stupidness because we all know that in manding kolle be siri in wuluta nyoka in manding kadindi le kuluta nyoka in manding kolle be siri kata nyola bare to ikana bada be all this nonsense tribal ethnicity thing, it is taking place in Kombola area. Saiba samba kana santol to fana. Alman kuno na leptano lima, alman kuno na karambunu ma, alman kuno na agriculture ma. Saying ambe toro kono nyin dulali beto, albena ka muneka kana sinyo ya alfana kuyande. Kuno mandin ko buka hesitate kata fuloli ya musino. Fulo buka hesitate kata mandin ko le amusina mandin ko te hesitate la kata sarakullo le amus sarakulle jolle mandin ko foto nte fam barindin kono to mbakini fakili ndin be foto le sarakullo le mfona da sarakulle muso foto per aba sarakulle fa sarakulle ala entire generation be sarakulle nay di muso but because of our illiteracy Africano la mentality kanyo fa si kuoka kanyo kel si kuoka alena bore alebo alla banko nyilika al kanyo fa banko menna kuoka al kata tuba bole ale ta nyine ndiro la jay ni kale ko ni kale kamfa fali ama ala bal ma ko la wokan wala tina alla nyin jamen lol na alla nyin qur'ane hafiji fenko le abukan nyabo fennela Gambia analla nyin jamen jamale salo adamadi wonila salo kamuta ke jam fande nyin daji ko kuntaw la bar Gambia bi hanal la jamon ko do tribalism beje Itata dawda tribalism beje. Because ale mansa kuruni tombo. Albuka mansal tombo ila jaji kol kamade. Albuka mansal tombo ila competency kamade. Alako inna mal mu'minina ikwatu. Misilmul be albe mubakilin fakilin neti. Fa'asilu bayna ikwekum. Altiling albadi ultema. Ite kwe kasale ka Qur'ano kara. Nyindon kasala ka Qur'ano kara. Why will you hate the person because of amusi karimen? Fafone afankate. Alale makate. Alala darifyon. Nene mune kita. Umar is best from sin one rises.
Emma, yes.
Yeah. Albenyu kelela kare munyin si karlet albe wo bel albe sirin amerikanyul albe nyim bel albe sirin defele sirin be jaman jam ndesane innocent stisinol men be gambia kono ibuke diun la karambunu jono ibuke diun la karambunu jono ibuke diun ni idiun sasata ali yalo ne bibi ni kikni failure soto kikni failure alta banjul leptano tali ajube many yalo ko kidney failure yole soto every 1 week they have to go through dialysis. What dialysis ali yalo how much it costs? $3,500. Ngama say ka from $4,000 ya increase wala a week. And there are some patients every week they need dialysis. Prukela blood taka refine. So it am a patient no be able me yalo go suffering on the kidney failure. Janai kidney plantation also. Every week the person have to go through the dialysis. And dialysis costs $4,000 a week. Two weeks ibe $8,000. That's mean in a month $16,000. Omo policy fulala jole te karoko. Ete mari boko do bolamento. But Adam Barrow can spend $3.6 million just to go and medical check-up. Ike fan fa o men na koka ite diwe sasa iko anyanta tala janin Dakar le yedun social media alim makoy ala la halako albe bulo ko sike se kumbalo be ni nonsense o men be fulay fulol men kila yesin ta sandoto la ndel la sandu wul tuman nanyol fula sate jolle be je men yalo koy man jiyol soto fula sate jolle beje ate se kumbalo kadu moto men kono wo moto wosi bo hol nani sinno asi geo provide sate woro wula fula sate kono fulol ka bata men ken della wo santoto nin tilikando na tayla nin sol ke mindi ibuka mindi bla France and wo nin sol ke na mo jole e mali man ibe mun ke ka woli all they can do comment to media nonsense pretend that ibe la siole ibe fo sile keje fulol le al keje wo palaso ngama mandin ka surwa fula jola abela fenko bara albe continue la sofala le Gambia albe continue la sofala le gaji la sanji taworo ni alla silol jalbu ka wuru fenna nyen sila hafol yebmano ke santo silo kara bebe kuraring abe buru wulon albu ka wuru fenna namanke wolleti des dar jamana je ka fonde ko barobe do ko wol desan almu alay nyim banko bondi almu alay nyim banko bondi mo men yalonko itata tubabu du nyol to ye diwni maymuna sise dabo nyol diwle ibe sirin America al Suleiman Kamara NPP a diwna muso bebe sirin Angleterre wolle kanne ka fu Gambia no le nyim banko be ta kun kan se kum balo diwlte Gambia he's alone there hanin fitina wulita wo banko ka te kun kilona mo ka fundi wo banko ka wo feata a diwni be sirin America adel fuaro la bukal diwni fon la karambu mu jono ale momen ke autorité to pour yal diw la karambu il al diw la karam beten yar la agriculture beten imaje barakantawni yalo Adam Barrow la nyim masa ko da they have no moral fitino lom NPP ando atoli men be NPP support kan alalon ko albe fitina ka fole kono me yalon ka be fitino la wulindi ko to Gambia kon katal be lorin NPP be lorin dalilol men kan wo dalilo abukatar banku kan fitino ma wulike men ka foko ha nale fitino jomale ale fitino be nyim banko men ka jomale nene ya wulindi jomale nene duata wala Sudan yol men fitino men e man duwa ko la banko e tan yo falade bar daji kolle kuma kawne daji kolle o fitino le wulindi jeto kata safere baka I condemn Sekou Mballow I condemn Fantankal it's all nonsense because Adam Barrow will never stop this yaje ye muneke Gambia la nkanaje nkale ko NPP is a very wicked political party. NPP is a satanic political party. NPP is a devil political party. Al sila kuollo minuto. Itata la dibitol. NPP la dibitol. Wale tata ka ko ne president baneni isi sor ibe soronnal. Wala tina musodo beje ngamira fo ato botan ko dabo kundan ko lamude. Ndesana fuarul kata nyo report. O fana musole tata report. Ko ye Adama Barrow le baneni anyo muso almu alen tanka alala halakoma alay men fo wama ashabatu min shay'atin famin nafsika wama ashabatu min hasanatin famin Allah ye toro jamaji Adama dum kan ala bulla Barrow muso NPP muso alyabe ni NPP la they will be worse than than APRC. Yalo APRC sa banko be keta NI8 ka innocent people dun the problem okon ke tocho ni dialika wole bena kan Gambia fanan kono koteke NPP muso something fo nyim madabo lo fo joma dabo konto na mude fo gunjuru fo tanje ko ibe moto lo kono son kata ko muso Adam Barrow ko Adam Barrow le banen ya muso samba kitola ngamira tente ya sentence le Gambia bebe dere. Bari atodu this guy mama jabe funtena na UDP beba UDP benene. Nkai NPP Gambia nali mansila nyim parti onya. Nali manyi parti o bonde ay buruka Gambia kono. Billahi wallahi tallahi alban nimisa ibe Gambia dundila nimisa kono. Jannin dunia be banante bolani miso kono. Katun Gambia do yata sikelo yenen. Yaje sikelo mune ka wulindi comme kammen fo ala ko afatuminuna bi badil kitabi wa taghfiruna bi bad falika sonne bang albe sonna le bang luwa dol beje aliyeso wala me yal febo luwa men bal febo ali al kodi wala bad ala ko famada da'ama yaf'al zalika minkum illa kiyo fil hayati dunya ako kafu kabara wala momo kabara wala ala jomu munati namanke toro halako mbole lala kanyin dunia kono na futata alkiyama fana fente aje namanke jahannam balati ala yole fota bar bi fole ji kote Gambia kono Fatima da jawumba sise funtita UDP be baneni UDP kafo me yalon ko hanata mi bero men fond d'ambassade over 230 something thousand votes men ni la sympathize al tekini yo parti be baneni kafo ko hajjilen do me haramlen hansina fele Gambia la position ot ay men baneni UDP nkolu e famali ba malo ay wol men be baneni ila namu e bo Fatma Jawumba Cissé le jokala hadisay. But here and poor innocent woman koy Adama Barrow le neni na jojol ya muta kasoro kay Adama Barrow le neni mama jabi fenenta funta UDP be baneni nkale nimban ko tata be local injustice luwal kandron nyine ka fitino wulindi ale fitino je banko to ni aka start tenne katu mune keda when people feel that they are marginalized, when people feel that you are suppressing them in the favor of few nyine ka fitino wulindi ando ala ko nyine ko ala nga sila fitino nya bar Gambia dun albe fitino kurukuru kanede setano jannay wula ka kole abanako wam abuka fano de albe siring alka fontele ha Gambia mu duwa banko mun duwa banko le balbo alla banko jomale duwa so albebe torare mbe janjandin dunia kono buka fenso to banko ding mo dantambe e day ka banko la na floma sadadano drong mbe wala mama jabi felente police le muneka tafas bari tata abulay sanya muta ya soron abe bul kaso kono mbe tentemendo bari mama jabi hayna na funtita ay na even na justice system ay ridicule because mama jabi she is not even Gambian. Mama jabi mahanike Gambian not mama jabi abota jine kona kirle mama jabi se scammer mama jabi ko aka mori ale kay fani wo fona mama jabi manke morti mama jabi nata Senegal jannabe na Gambia ay molla kodol le taybulu mama jabi se skama mama jabi se criminal ay molla kodol taybulu Senegal wala aborindi Senegal after nata Gambia ka moriya ka be futurin kewme yeten wala muso wala tata mama jabi ya moriya anata ayo kebu sala yalo kewdol fanambe je barakate wala kuoto avec futurin kewo me Gambia wo kewo la muso wala tata mama jabi ya morial ayo kewo ate fauna kiliano yalo be kala Gambia musol fanana lani moria abe koy lalmal mama jabi is yalo Gambia alla banko be halakirinne alla banko be tinya kanal be siral kajube katun ala kon buka ba nte sato halakila nte nesono halakila fonin tumo men na won nesono jama mul keta e tonyer lal mama jabi manke Gambianti ay Gambia fengo mama jabi la na Gambia is less than 5 years old bi wala kallo ka UDP nene a biggest political party mama jabi nata Gambia fankono musu jolle ay kodo ta mol bulu kaka fani wa folle wol bela julo bala mama jabi la police jannabi ni Adam Barrow bari musobe nyolonna at ala police case jolle belare mama jabi was even ala kolbe police la e police ol bani ninka bi wo mama jabi la kallo Gambia be kono kamol bani ka Gambia diun nene bari innocent woman innocent yes na brother nge konto exactly sukuta musonyi yalo mune fonketa wo musonyi e kewnyim fama we mama jabi founding ake adi unyim be bay korda kono ko te lifla la sokon namro no Gambia ko bala falti mama jabi criminal act like Senegal aborta because aka kodo le ta mol bul kaka fane wa fole aka kodo ta mol bul kata mu business woman aka nata kodo ta mol bul kamu morol Gambia muso sukuta atata mama jabi ya moriala akona kema simuru wona kema tata mama jabi muneke ayo kewla nombata ka wokke kol hani bata membe kan ilani muso le fonketa sababoti ay muso la futu wo bantenne afona ta futu wo kewni ali koy kol be president no Gambia le alla banko total janno fambe ke la Gambia din joli Gambia musu joli alta baka wale mol nyininka mama jabe kodo ta momen bulu aman sonni la kodol dile la hanisay abortera biwo mama jabe le be Gambia kono fu Gambia diun katamuta NPP diun katamuta koy la musul bamat mama jabe man silang alanya ay Gambia diun mutakadun di toro kon Gambia tul tuma jomala la banko albe la filal tuma jomala albe patriotique albe kala patriotique kolti mol kabonam bantala kana kal doyanda la banko mama jabe be mena nyama ma yake jine konakre mama jabe be mena nyama ma yake Senegal abena Gambia la bakela jaka bula Gambia alfalla keneni Gambia justice fa ko man la wol fon la ako wol sulu saji man be Gambia la justice system wala kene be ko nyimbe tafal la mama jabe na lo ko de ke United Democratic Party ka accuse ko wolle lamil arje da wodo kalo Usain Bojaye amanda wala de ako wolle fon be nyim faro be koma mol kabonam bantalete malibaliya men kele la bankol kay kanaw kal la banko katu munekeda nillun tawna taliya ayaje kal divided ta iballa situation le study la niyo situation londro la wo situation alla weak situation e bolta la as their advantage mama jabi be wolela because alla presidency sit bi Adam Barrow ya mutala ka do yanda man la presidential sit ke fenti ayat gambianul tal kay do yandi non to mama jabi e criminal wonyanta suti yala Adam Barrow lalba sur la sister bakin fakin bari imaje Gambia police so called police NPP police fengol so mama jabi nyi kulubale akumo befo afele tamar balale abulay sanya mutal ko woyse security tree bar mama jabi me yalon ko kito membe yalon ka be court bunkono abe o court fon undermine kan bi afele tamaka sim fulola Gambia dibitolu NPP la dibitolu wolle nata ko ni Adam Barrow nene no pro ebe butala le soro innocent woman ya samba kito la kay Adam Barrow le nene bari mo fela fundita Gambia alpha be nene mo se fundi si Gambia CEO be nene nkale ko NPP mu fitina ka foleti fitina tu ya dure kataro le semben tu yaka etebe do ko la mo mene ete mo protect bari tata ke fam protect ministre balle fisiata ntol bañol tiba Adama Barrow ba wala fisiata mol bati ba atel dibitola tol ba mañol le fisiata molti menye biro fayale kal samba o dibite buna alimanta wol protect bar ne dibito ba neni ibe samba la kito la le you commit a crime ne minister ba neni you commit a crime ne so they can come out and provoke us even Sekou Mballow be biomendo ne ba neni you commit a crime ne aneni fon ate fon ya fon neni but you can insult ba Usain isinna mori kundankol neni isinna alkalol neni isin fanyol neni yes yo beneni but yalo their stupidity ma wolelo Adam Barrow is not even smart. This guy temalo nyim fanga ka exam I don't know which kind of school Adam Barrow tata school me because ninte Essa Jawla ko alluwa dundi nimente Essa Jawla baneni then I crime le commit but isi Essa Jawla la siyo neni ye Essa Jawla bala siyo neni no problem. It's a stupidity because ni ko mandin ko lal betting for Essa Jawla ke mandin ko tole yate fent Gambia dibitol dol fon beje they are more stupid than donkey. Gambia la dibitol dol beje ni NPP la ni dibitol they are more stupid than donkey. Even the pig is smarter than them. If I insult the entire flat from man na Juma Jallo neni ni ngaj fulol be banen from man Juma Jallo neni fo Juma Jallo manke fulot faji tanan sandol Adam Barrow Obama ninte ko sa ntemu president oneti na meyente baneni wamu luwato ba ni siyo neni no problem. Instead pour kanyin ko nyim be bang but Adama Barrow na la NPP balo na bimna ka Usain Dabo neni wala tina wolu ngaji Star FM ye mo kilije keba mandinga alpha ako ak Usain Dabo abole la kumo fo kamole ete kamo kili radio to kadiamu mo kun kilo na kula komi kaboti nyanya na manke Gambia la useless journal because journalism also is not we have no journalists in the Gambia, only few. So it had a loi dundi when you Adam Barrow banini wala ne Adam Barrow neni you commit a crime, ne dibiti neni you commit a crime, ne minister neni you commit a crime, but it a minister e bota siyo le bala ite dibiti o fema bo siyo le bala e ba mambo siyo le bala ni musara kuloti ye mole sara kulol be neni feme ba neni stupidity. You are idiot. Walakin al katani luasi fal pass al hanal ta wandi fuaro musu fuaro NPP musole a report kai Adam Barrow nene ya samba kitola Gambia police solo Gambia la fitino Gambia la civil war ate folal koma Gambia la independent institution they are now compromised just to secure their position because follow se kumbalo diamuta damento je manke political bent immigration la sensitization la se kumbalo is not working for immigration. Na Allah hakilo bakan musindi usotota me yalon ko ay loya dabo la UDP la tisato loya dabo natalo babala atata TikTok ama hantare juti kono a jirin kola juti to ay UDP la tisato le dum atata loje akafo Usain Dabo kebabu ka kamfa mama jalla denki la bole laka ni se kumbalo nyul itata ye musindi mbay se kumbalo nyul Komuna kina way Gambia immigration is not Gambia immigration, is NPP immigration. Gambia diuni muna yatinale malla alala muna atul men be positional te ye banko la positional muna kenal kaltela la alala alballa banko tinyala just to satisfy some few people wo musundi ya abai ko because of what UDP la den call do lawyer Usain Dabo kebabu ka kamfa na man ke wolta man femfo bara la mayni bakane APRC musindiu immigration department abe do ko la world suto e kanyi operational menke drug fenkol enforcement APRC musindiu beje abe audio report ka during the operation akaki APRC formol kono faka foko UDP kollamu mbe malundi la janne mbe tenkeren nale ala fongo kono during the operation o musundi will be shocked. But you know what Sekou Mballow ñol tata Sidi Touré ya ñin Sidi Mukhtar Touré même IGPTT John la jone itelle wulta tata Sidi ya kay ko ku karake musundi ñina o musundi is still serving in immigration but ye mo by me yalon kay tisat question le dum because manding kadiuno ni afoy ko no ani manding ani na fe ko mo dañol manding kadiune alla position become threat katu mune keta e kalbe associate UDP la kafo dam bankati sato dum imantar juuti kono imantar do kula fay jirin kola yetti sato de beden kilo lala ye bay bar yin don during the state operation during the operation of the immigration drug operation kanaka political party o tofo ko lebe itele duro ko la mutawalbul yala UDP alla nyim fanna loi ya alingata o musunde o fanal ma ale legal action eta because follow munefo akoye duro ko la muta UDP la moto kono immigration musunde oni APRC musunde ona abe fenko ni sekum bala nyol le wulta sili njayol kata sidi Muktar Touré ya ka fay ko hani musundi diya mutayne akana bay ay to la position so ni sekum balo ko be fulol kana sila why are we offended about that I mean for fulol de sila la de ite mandin kadi ne ko do ke nin fulo ya ibe mutala ibe toro halaka but nin fulo ya ke ite ku kelala de because I all for clearly ko itel fulol they are the superior fulol today Adam Barrow la man sekunda kono they hold the most decision making positions Sekou Mballow yolof and that is the fact you cannot deny Sekou Mballow because Chief Justice for fulolet Asanjan Minister of Justice for fulolet nitara appeal court of appeal taje ebe fulolet tarraje. So when Sekou Mballow said that most decision-making bodies are held by Fullers, and the Fullers should not be afraid in the Gambia, and he is not even talking to the Gambian Fullers, he is talking to Guinean Fullers, and you are offended. For Adam Barrow Fanaman, Alifal Mambero finding Dalilolaka. Alman Bero finding Dalilolaka, Ale Bero find Adam Barrow, not because of development, quite afale ko fulolo. Ye nyatonka jaka fana ndem fuloleti mbari mu fuloleti mfantan kal mandin koleti na fi kollom ite doku kelalede they will come and hide behind the tribes. Real leaders they defend their policies. Real leaders they defend their manifestos. Real leaders they defend the project and then the development that they do. That's what they sell themselves. But the fake leaders, failed leaders, incompetent leaders are the very one who hide behind their tribes. Naje Adam Barrow be loka alba defend ka fulaya nyina ba wakate mu fulol biya ko modole mu mandin ko sina ko dole mu fulo ba ngana jaran ko la fen ko moy ako mandin ka sate ba be mboyta beto adu fo usenda wala mandin ka yala bende aji yam sekata hata nyani la ama afo nyani fulol ale usenda bo fasad ama afo nyani mandin ko ale usenda bo fasad ako nyani ko al usenda bo fasa yoke jam problem hani sile karafo na fikiyal bole bulala Gambia be na fikiyal bulala politiko kono aji yam sekala kuma wo keta tanol timinto bawo na ko nyani ko fo Adam Barrow mallo ako basen ko ale fasa katu ndemota basen famo fo jimara Neje Adam Barrow fon kasi ala interview to a video be mol bula ko ha usenda bo fon na mola bota damendo wol fon mambero fayay fo Adam Barrow mofo neje abo fo lan kalo ka bota ja baadi un bejen al ko mol kano Adam Barrow fem fo is okay bar ningi udi pin ko le afal yoke ku bati alla na fikiyal walakin al be continue la torala wo bankun ding al global korta keno la fenti sunya roning ala sokol alla ni jame ko la kinan defense jame fenke ko hanni Quran karam fenko ko mbukala ka ko difa bondi je nimbe na ko di la ngadi mo batade on la dumala bade ko jame kunna school kunna because ni be fen karanna nante daji ko le falin bari tebe fen karanna abe daji ko abuka kaf abuke daji ko falin fokatu batari adamba aji am se ka ko le ko nyani ko ale nyani lon nyani ye fulol soto ye surwali soto ye mandin kol soto nyani hani fen kol beje atodun ka fo mena woyin kol je aji yam se ka ko nyani kolu usen dabu mu nyani don fama bo nyani woto alali badi mu fasa bala ma fo fulade ama fo mandin kade bi ka campagne ga ha aji yam se ka fo men fa ay mu defo fay kasile fo woto ba ninteta dalo sandu ben ka fo sandu ko lalim fasa fodun wo mu kasilati ba bara soke kasote bara mol sita ye siol kilinan albe wol fasa ka wol albe na fikiya le bulala ni ko haramu tala jamfal bara ite ka jube le jomale yake jomale make ite la haramu ite manke fenti na fikolo muyti men nyanta kondemula kana usen dabo mandin ko lal usen dabo fasa usen dabo mande momo yofo munafikiyan wala manya na fola bari nyanin kole al usen dabo fasal badi wona ma bota nyani le fo nyanin kole Adam Barrow tata lo basele ako basen ko nyanta te faza la kata te boda basele. Al mo ke tanata liyoje something is normal. Bari isi ta dawda ina afiki mal adum mammoje men da kalanta wuliya fono katambi NPP ko le men kadiamu la media to la ya inyon na afiko ila wo boyo jube fo abulay chamu to wonyo mo na afiko andu même famu bala fati ndesan fondin ke menun be fantinya kan ninga NPP la wo youth fen ko jube ngalo ne ko that boy also he will have a very terrible future. Because Adamadu haya hani fanyana. Ya hani fanya fasana. Last time baju anin Abdullah Bojana ko jubeka. I feel sorry. And then the sad thing about it. They go and na medial katani mo sifal mo kuntawn men me bulubani maralo. Gambia we are in mess. Ala jube medial kamo men kumandi kadiamu bankola kola. Ibalo na Gambia is in mess. Nin corruption o membebe Adam Barrow la masakunda ko. You are still defending him. You see the corruption on your if you corruption ol je iba fasaka amanke fenti kon nanti ya membe son na boko. Fali amako ala be sinolla. Bi Gambia din jolle fula mandinka surwa jola albe diwdi be faka de sa to kono. Al diwni be doli nyaabe maka italil kono. Fente falla kurial men yalon ko amo dantam balla bankol tinyaka albe fasaka nidia kam albe fasaka konni denta siolela albe fasaka Adam Barrow mune ke Gambia ko ni aje Adam Barrow ka fo Gambia don ntebeta sanje muannela kata yalon ne ko ni Gambia don man divided no Adam Barrow be kuriya men na Gambia ko nate tambinola bar fali yalon ali amira ko e malo membe kere albenyum kondem o mena dol fon ba kondem kana fi ko lamu kata du mala ka fa en ko yemen photo nyala mo Gambia no ni fake wala kinante alla nyum fake ko ndate je men fon ba wala ay kondem di si beta sile la sul ko ka o ila ke normal ay men photo nyala billahi sawaj lum warte dekalade al kasila adamadun danya le tale ko yente je nimman ko ma nga kondem le bar ko se ko mbalo men fon kay to nyala fo vice president manke fulolete ay men be fo fulol bara nama agri dama ko fulol be kumbo kanje fuli meta fulol kumbon la jomale meta fulol kumbon la Gambia ko yo bare Adam Barrow fon ba ko la ba fole ko se ko a yemen vote to nyala mu ba fole yemen fo nyine be kering tan na leptanol to aleta gamtel wodi ye musul jube je Iga musul tar larin jebe condition mendo musul la wulu lay ka yelo tar jela be bondim banko ta bebe ni musul beta wo jonkona woto. I was there. I see the traumatization that our pregnant women are going through. And wol fol mo mandin kolle fulol be kono surwal be kono sarakulol be kono mo furun na manke sunya rolati be munela e to fenso to lebe men fula mole na manke kamol dundi nyola tel be benefit la wona afiki anyinel al kabulo ko si Adam Barrow le alo abe men keka Gambia di bo nyale aka ko haramu yandile nate ta sotoka banna ya sota sa halala yandi se kumbalo nyol dewe against APRC ya jambe atatala siol empower kanede ala siol empower but for there are so many key positions ay jolal keje nyina mutonya e ka fo da kanafo bare woli o jolal mena yekeje mune falin foni kono alinga moli keje men ye competence to they can change our life but alin kana moli keje based on nibe tribe kiline atare ko man position oni ite fenkela je nama ke torol Ibrahim sila bota jambur fondin ke jolle senyi basilo lo kulumu mo mambo jambura betu tabakon foto mo Ibrahim sila te minister ay mune falin jamburu diun la employment la karola bari sita ni beta meti leta ndemo ta jamburle ndemo jamburun koleti mali baliya kumodo e bu kanyi minister sobe fona na manke Gambia te tenyi mola lato minister kallon defam la mi samate tata amanta lo kiya ha defam kiya diwnati ndelami ila nyim mali baliya le ka ke Gambia da manete te minister jela beta mitin la ka afoy ko defam jammolete albero fanyem benyen abi fatem kiyan kolbe tora jolle ko ila leptanol kiyan din jolle be faka leptanol ko kian din musu jolle kono mata etuta tiwulto leptano kono fola mi samate manki amantata je wotumo Ibrahim Silla the same how many youth die one day jamburu kono fondin ke tan nani ba fofoni e fondin ke tannin nani fata je itata Adam Barrow be parti la bouvason to Ibrahima Silla be seri isinalo e ka fale ko ndemu jan diwnete bawo Gambia diun kayfa nganya ndi la siola atari la sio be toraring ibe la sio la fione sunyaka itemu health minister borol men nyanta duna leptano to yakodo be sunya ni la mole kana fo ko ndemu mandin kol be fa kanje ifo na bota sate o men diun be fa ko leptano ko ni mitu si dayda lon defam ki an kolete al minyantam fa salal mun nonsense fa sa because ibe lori nyine ka minister ning election bina sila ikede sambe yale when the election become based on mbotamin tole abanda alla banko tinyata imaje ning election ka fo fabu nyol ateleta kiyang sirin janyol ateleta jana sirin janyol nyani jala wo ma fon la katalo sur waleya so se foma audio likirun moy memba la kordal ko wolle ka funti jiko buka ma bono al si pretend bantala bare al fal buka bara al buka bara ba dimbere fayonada e buka bero fay Adama Barrow yalon tella you are most of the Sarakule settled the UDP sometimes duladol buka vote for soje but we never complain about it but imagine ate boy da ki jarani ki anata mandin kul attack yet but I know UDP boy da fula settle dol mento what about UDP for telephone na ko fulol ma fay we don't say that ni recent atodo this recent fenko this recent by election mande ga settle jama beje Adam Barrow la candidate I vote so they better but wo fula settle member kabada la ma fara 1 vote UDP ma so 0 vote they were celebrating it but when that happened to NPP they will call them tribalists because the manding call them but when the Fula villages denied UDP to have vote it is okay but Mandinka village NPP don't have even few vote there when Mandinka started the ulteni ojila NPP in Kolbul ha atel for la area for my win jol is like is it a by force kela party winning dila foi atele marta wol like e ka for Essa Jawla ko ha chang alfa NPP buka win je fondele tamu changalen kol ntele wulu fon tele ke baluni ila ndawalon ntele ka dila it's stupidity because ika fo moyko hala sade o fon tele kan na sade la namojo hannin kela namojo fon tele nyante i force la dia ko nyanta fayla dal ndaw mente nga fo ko nyine be kere ni lata na wala mo ni malla na wala bar wota ke na ngam million ti ka ngadi mo la bero fay kadi ila jata kendea ila jata kendea ite nyanta lon na ko e fon be responsibility wala ibeta leptano mento mele leptano nyimbe nyame yalo e musama senelalti ila sama sene be condition men ko le tele yalo ibe bata men ko no kamano say yalo so why will you blame Essa Jawla for UDP not winning in Changal wallahi ma win sandu NPP be operate campaign wala dina fabu nyoli they don't have respect for them ha fa kiyam fang ibebe UDP le alla mol fang sidin janyol lotale jayafo ye mune foje wala tinna ning election sita ministers become they abandon their ministries instead yeta do ko la ministry solto ikaila ministry positional abandon yeta political filo kono because they want to impress President Barrow to see that yes ngado ko kejanne afelente na mole bero fayne banko membe ta ka wonya mo banko baraka banko sobelete wal pareta falendirola dindin tan sayo men fata banko duro fake medicament sol men yalon ko ye dundinam banko ka Adam Barrow na la man sakunda wo fake drug sol men yalon ko ye dindin taworo la ni fo mandin kol dambal le diwnu flol be diwni beje surwa diwni beje jola dini beje se kumbalo ñu what do they do about that nothing absolutely fula sate jolle beje men man jiol soto anti tuko almune man ka farkelay ngaji janna ka nyin suru santo surwa satol ne santo fula satol men yalo e kataje ka foy ko al kana biro fay mandin kole wo dolbe je ni mandin ka man si ina ma mandin ka problem soto bari ye konnante ya dundi kuna mandin kolla karola kato munamu illiteracy nimmo man kara nimmo nata walakin ala konye ko ya ayyuhallazina amanu atal misilmul men limanata ejitani bu kasira min aljannu ngamoy kumol nkoko kumol ngamira kumol al jamfela alla toro le beje alay aramadu fatandi few fem may ko ete fatama la toro le beje fale ama nyine be kala lasi do faram be finla be fem fulamenta bita se kumbalo tala Because why are they going to Gabon? Ikata kaito DJ. Adama Barrow la nying fenko immigration lebe Adam Barrow from fasa kan tribalism kan Gambia kon. You know why they go to Mauritania? The majority migrants men be Mauritania sarakulon ni fulol. This is the truth. Nkanya kasi men na nyina mutonyati. We don't want to say it, but that is the fact, and Gambiano pretended that anyaka tonya jaka bukala fikafo. Because akasilane ala kofala takafu wa kafuni in kuntum mu'minin. Alkimol ni la symbole ni la fenko fofe ni la da jawol da sun kande onal kana silangenya. Al silante ala nyanal tata al kitali mani amol. Munati na de wento Mauritania. Because Mauritania jomalle siata jembadin sara kulolu ni fulan jambala fulollo. Why are they going to Togo? Gambian jomalle kata Togo. Nin Gambian kemelebe Togo tansa yo bemu sara kulollo. That's why they want to go to Togo to give our ID card there. Gabon, who are the majority there? Nin Gambian kemelebe Gabon. Tansa yo bemu sara kulollo. And in fulol. Why? That's why they went to there. Congo, the same thing. And don't forget Adam Barrow business partners. These diamond businessmen. Many are sponsoring Adam Barrow NPP. Many can pick up Osanga. Most of them are based in Congo and Angola. We all know the truth. And you know why? They are doing that because these people, they will be able to fool the plane during the election. If a plane of funding la case, in nothing in Gambia konokana election or again. And after election, they can hide the flight. We all know this. And Gambians know it. But they ignore it. Because they think that they are fighting against the United Democratic Party. Well, I can angala UDP win time and win suma fu. UDP al win time, na haji tejal ma win bang, na haji tejal ntebe nyim party nyin tolo. Fojan nel kiyama de, fone yewe party nyim bande. Kadung kaboy election ola, amankene menajiti. Wala tinan kafo UDP nkole ko. Many kali believe in the kafale ko ha nyina kina UDP ka boy ye funny fembuka UDP boy ndel down moment na party la manifesto mente nga foy. We cannot force people. E ka ju bele ko environment the people albe society menkon ila mira nyabe nyadile ila yer nyabe nyadile e ka bero fay menka. But UDP al down moment al call kenode. Let nobody frustrate you. Let nobody bully you. Kafo konyaje Gambia. Gambianol buka bero fayale katu Gambianol malafi mo $10. UDP nyanda men kal call kede. Al nyanta men kela alla banku kanu ali anyitandile alla banku la finu ali anyitandile ali al taro bondi physically, mentally, financially al kabeke Gambia. What the name bero fayale is not your fault. It is their own fault. It is only their own desire. They desire to suffer. When someone wants to suffer, why you can't force the person? The only thing he can make la wole mko nyimbe kera mambeta. And you DP albe wole keke. Mo apart from this, momo ka fale ko hanyine kal felindi abe fania fembu kal felindi. Al nyanta menkel al bole keka. But Gambia diun ne man la fa Gambia diun ala nidia ay fa toro kono wole fisa ala nidia to akoma. Coming Dolbeje, they feel like they are happy when UDP, you know, after election, 3-4 days, Dolbeje can start regretting that. Are you the fault of that? Momo ka fale ko nyine ka kinal ka boy amanke tonyat. Fembukal boyndi. Gambianol fond la fond diko wala kinna. Al nyanta men kala ka wolek. Altemo force nola. Altemo for because ning ayatal ko e ka competency lefo. Why can they vote for 2019? Why they don't vote for Essa? Those of you, are competent candidate are the UDP only political party in the Gambia. If you believe the competency of the candidate, why don't you vote for Essa? Why don't you vote for Halifa Sallah? So, Gambia, they don't care about your competency. Gambia don't care what they want. Gambia don't care to solve. Gambia don't care amena. Jomale ka man poto dila. Jomale ka sukuru boto dila. Jomale ka tentul bidon dila. Ning election o sita. And we can continue to do that. So UDP la boyo anila boy balia. Wamu Gambia diun la problem ote. That is not UDP's problem. UDP al nyanda menken al kole ke. And at the end al temo forceno al bero fay kari. Gambia diun buka bero fay ko because of Karle competent. Gambia di ubuka biro fay wala. Hani. So UDP di une I'll stop nyo blame la. Ha nyina kina mbuka wini. Abe fania fenya ki fennete je meya kina ko mbuka wini. There is nothing absolutely meya kina ko no reason meya kina ko UDP mbuka wini. It's left to the Gambians. Gambians di they suffer they enjoy suffering, they enjoy sufferness, they enjoy charity begging, they enjoy crying. That's what they are. They are, in fact, Gambians are chronic to the poverty. So they enjoy being poor. So stop blaming each other, because Alanin blame it will not take us anywhere. Ndeli nyanda menkela financially, nkakele. UDP nyanda menkela physically kakele. UDP nyanda menkela dialogue ika wokele. At the end, Gambia dun leke fang, Gambia dun fond leke fang, can disappoint. They become their self-betrayers. So don't bother yourself. Let's continue about our UDP. Election is not about only winning election. For me, my belief is suppressing government to do the right things. So whether we win the election or not, I don't care. But as far as UDP is suppressing the government, and that is the role of the opposition. But Gambia no coming you must win by force. Political parties they are even struggling to get only MP, one MP. German, there are political parties, there are more than 20, 30 years existing. They cannot even get into the parliament. Until we have a mayors. We have a 16 MPs. So we are really making political landscape, strong in the Gambia. Gambia democracy is in the hand of the opposition. If you see Adam Barrow is even, there are adhere to some of the rules because of United Democratic Party. Imagine there is no UDP in the Gambia. What Adam Barrow will be? Adam Barrow cannot go to sleep well because of the critics. So whether we win the election or not, what we are saying, we are opposition, and I even enjoy being opposition. Because in terms of UDP konoko, because of inyanda win la nima win in that again. Ndabeje sininding koba al win dal ma win. As far as we are, you don't need to be a government to make a change. You don't need to be a government to make a decision. You don't need to be go molye dunia faline manke mansalt. Fal buka mal kong ex nyol muli. Mo joli ye be dunia be na fakela without being a president. You don't need to be a president. You don't need to be a leader. But sometimes you can be an opposition to make a change. And UDP be lord woleka. Imagine ka kuodol ika sila kuodol. Ning kuodol mamanta follow le ke board kata media. Ya jamela watu la puruka minister ja abe interview la among easy. But be ning opposition la presi kama dia ku ebuka funde katonya fomole. Ebuka funde katonya fomole. So being an opposition does not mean itanyanda kila manzaliti dia ku ya. Ali Gambia no le bula ye sofa. Ndel mumendi menkela. Naje bi loi dol mal dumbi Gambia kono alata kola UDP lam. So what al kanana role do yandi wo banko ka. Ndel nya ko na role mental fenke ka. Bari Adam Barrow na la mol wul yalo ne ko the role UDP is playing in the Gambia democracy. So Alin cannot give up. Nimma win, so be it. That's left to the Gambian. We cannot force them. But our party, let us encourage people, because UDP made a party law only to be a president. UDP a party law le pruning kamala ko. We can, change the attitude of the human beings. Today, how many people UDP be enlightened? How many people we are encouraging them? How many people we are enlightening them about their democratic right, their human right? What is the duty of the government? What is the work of the government? And what is the difference between the central and local government? And what is their duties? These are all something is very important for our future generation to come. Even though we can change that. So, Nimol kana ha ninga in 2026 election laws wala ne atuta Gambia di ulabul fo ite lete bataka Gambia ite lete mano sanka ite lete taka left anondo. If they like, let them continue but United Democratic Party will be here suppressing the government to do the right things. Mol be janne ntebe na la jang makira le be ruling la ila SPD party abe janne how many years ima man sekunda so do fo sere ma so nyina na fo tala ko deke odo bi kavoko mfota election ila election ka lose election la meke mo kurunti bi atodo kunun democratic le be marlo la jana atodo America for be Republican letter. Maybe next election Democratic banana. So why do we think that we have to be a government to survive? No. UDP is here to protect the democracy of the government. They're the Gambia. And they will continue to do that. Thanks to the United Democratic Party. That's why today, Yajame is not in the Gambia. I will rule this country for donkey years. But because of the, the existence of the United Democratic Party, today we have another president called Mballow, and he will also go as far as the oppositions are concerned. So, more many local can give up. Dunia, you don't need to be African or a problem woman. No. Dunia manke. There are people many al kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ko dol kelen in dunia kono la me banno barbi kila mantal balula legacy ni yol ko bande. Legacy is very important. Wala kinan ka fo mole ko don't believe individualism. Nde I don't believe anybody in UDP. UDP la manifesto le believe tawol. But if you believe lawyer Hussein Dabo, ni lawyer Hussein Dabo botaje do fa lambe ta kanne. So ite manke lawyer la legacy fa salat. That's why most of Elani Buruha half and Kokono, I don't even want to involve myself there because I know I don't believe Lawyer Dabo, I trust the man, I respect the man. But that does not mean that if Lawyer Dabo is not in UDP, Essa Jawla will leave the UDP. No. As far as UDP ila good governance, ila manifesto, ila rules they are stitched on that, UDP Essa Jawla is not going anywhere. Because ndengalo neko ni be bulala institutional ni dunta institutional kono kanaje ko nin carte je wo institutional be falal walatina muslime ya birin kila banta sallallahu alaihi wasallam Abubakar Siddiq alota min baroka ako men yalon ko Allah ta kilalla albe kilala no makila tata lede and I told you for you will never come back. But those who believe kilala messenger kilala legacy I dino men tuibulu or dino bejanne. It's left to them. So what do not rely your trust on one individual in institutions. Institutions are the group are made by the groups. And then most of our UDP supporters, they are not real supporters. You cannot count the people loyalty because of the love of Dabo. Maybe the person loves Ba Hussein, but he don't love the UDP. When Ba Hussein is not there, that person is going. So I don't trust those kind of people. If I will join in any institution, I will join in institution because of their integrity. I will join the institution because of I believe their mentality, but not an individualism. Because Ba Hussein, ye Ba Hussein kanu nyaonya, but Ba Hussein fanan left aleko hanna te caring. Ala legacy e tarinyin dunia kon. Barba Hussein Mandua na bota jandora la legacy e fa. Nobody pray for that. That's why Mandela legacy is still in South Africa. ANC is ruling. Because you have people who believe in his legacy. But when you say that when Ba Hussein is not there, I'm going, then you don't believe UDP. You are not UDP supporter, but you are an individual supporter. And when that individual, and the one thing in dunia kono, there is nobody who is going to remain here forever. Mfanyoli fata le fonga na korda bulale. Ifa la korda ije bulale. Ifa ka fai buke ifa la korda bula. Eka tu sirin jele because he kalon ko wala mu ifa la legacy. Ifa fane diwni wulule ayalo ne ko ninte jan diwni leben na korda sambala. Walatina, you do every effort to protect the legacy of your parents. We have to accept ko. Nin dunia mote tulajang. Ala ko kullu nafsin zaikatul maut. Nila mao nila ma bebe saya kuna nila. But how do we prepare for it? Ngana kordal prepare. walakin an ka tara nga diwni soto pour nyin kama nin telefata diwni yenna kordal mara so woto politiko ninga political party di soto Gambia diwni ali democracy ali mentality kal kun kono ko memben na party leader yala si bono nyaata asi sasa non ala keba ya si futa tembeto me yalon ko ata jata kende adila la hanna be lafirin kol dolla ata kenola. We have to accept that. But how are we going to make the person happy? How are we going to protect his legacy? If we say that Ba Hussein is not there, then I'm done. Then you are not genuine supporter of UDP. Because UDP is the Ba Hussein legacy. If you are gone, that means Ba Hussein legacy will be nobody. And whether you like it or not, Ba Hussein will one day left this world. Whether we like it or not, that is the fact and that is the truth. I, Essa Jawla, whether my children like it or not, I always tell my children. One day, ndimu ka fonyako, I nim tena mbesilo kanana bama. I fulawata silo ka akati. Akakala ala wish fulawa nying. Ate lafto fulawa nying. Ako aya wish ko ala parents wol wolbe ako aya wish ndimuso aya wish pro nata jita school ntena bama be tarje ana aya wish fanan ntena te bama nteni namuso abama mbeta lifrin fo jannin fafaw. And I always put to them ko, you see this dunya nka fo ko, you know, one day or the other papa be tarla papa be falale ndimuso buka like nka fai nka, and one day or the other, Mama also will not be here. Nka wo friend. And that is the fact. Train the children to understand ko this world coming kila me fokum fi dunya ka annaka karibu au abiru sabila. Taniyen dunya kono kona lala muiti tambilala muiti fa ija asparata fala tantajire mulimasi nimfano keda kanamira ko wura robe tan la jele. And train your children so that they can be strong and stand by themselves. Isaje ko hanni mantraja, they will understand ko mfama kame mfonye no ko nga lumfanye no nga try nga, because they know nobody will remain this world forever. And in politics we have to believe that. More many ANC lo wal jama be jebi mantal baluri, but ANC is still ruling in South Africa. But when you say that, if Ba Hussein is not there, me I'm done in politics. When Ba Hussein is there, then you are not a UDP supporter, but you are a Ba Hussein supporter. And that this sort kind of people cannot defend the legacy of Ba Hussein. So we have to understand ko. Yes, we have to understand ko. Politics, we have to tolerate. But some of our UDP, and to be honest, I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm not happy with them. You know, Gambiano, we are we preach democracy, but we are not democratic. Gambiano can democracy for. But Gambiano man democracy, abuka accept. And that is fake. Because don't preach something that you don't want to live on it. It is a fake. Because we see the people. Why did UDP advertise ila presidential candidacy? They advertise it. They advertise it so that anybody have interest, you can apply it. But you see, the people, some of us, they will start blaming people. Anybody who love Ba Hussein will not apply this. Anybody. Why then why did UDP advertise it if it is like that? UDP advertised it because our executive believe democracy. And that is the rule of the party. And if anybody apply it, they are not enemy. Don't create the enmity between the people. Many a candidacy applied. Anywhere, America, from Bukela conventional jajan. Ikata to the extent from Africa, kumol fanyoka. German jan the same thing. Even some of their CDU leaders, freedom master, some even there, they come openly say that he is not competent. But at the end, they come together. That's democracy. But the party is democracy. And that is the truth. The executive come out and advertise the vacancy of the seat. And they say, if anybody interested, you can apply it. And that becomes a problem for some of our people. Start bullying people. Sometimes questioning the loyalty of the people to the party. We should stop this. We should be mature. Our maturity should be more than this. Let the people apply. If anybody interested, let them apply. And that their application does not make them to have disrespect for lawyer Usenda. They don't disrespect him. That position is an public position. But those who are also apply, we should not see them as enemies. We should not see them as sulusajimas. Because that is the the law of our order, internal criteria of our political party. That's what I believe. I don't believe in nako nimeya apply rek iteman respect ko ba Hussein. That the dunia tambita wolale. Niko alkalo sip mul kanale sate din kilo mul kanyele. At the end they give it to the best person who deserve it. So what on the United Democratic Party natra material criteria lekono. They should not advertise the position when we already know that why do they apply? Why do they even advertise the position? That's the question to ask. Ite men found be condemned kari ni membe afenkela wo manya mo manya na apply la. Then UDP should not advertise this position. If it is like that. But because of democracy in nature, United Democratic Party, they believe the principle of democracy. And the principle of democracy, for transparency purpose, they can advertise the vacancy. If anybody interested, you can apply it. And the memfana ya nyining, aman kasike, aman pati la loi, tinya katu pati la loi le afoko isanyini. What let us believe, mbe feofem preach kanyanta belief lala. Gin dunia ala demokrasi natin dila yalande. Ako faman sha'a falyakfir wa man sha'a falyumin. Na diata meye yelante alala, yes na ongul nge konto. Na diata meye ye balante alama. Demokrasi man tambi wala. What UDP mu demokrasi party let. Purunga mole hanyindi in future bi kuaku na keda tabuti for modo le abonde. And that is held in our democracy nature. Kunu mo buka apply. Maybe because of the conditional member kunu dictatorship lebe Gambia kon. Mo jama buka hani lakel. But hano be Adam Barrow la watu nga amole moli afenk. But UDP found Adam Barrow temo jube. Adam Barrow bring Adam Barrow lota ko. Ni UDP mo lon date fe. Ako ni UDP mo lon date fe. That's a coup plot against him. And we all come out and condemn him. Adam Barrow, no, UDP is a democratic party. You are a president now. But you are not our flag bearer right now. So if anybody want to apply it, they can apply it. And that does not go well against Adam Barrow. But that is the principle of democracy. So why now our people are now, condemning or trying to bully people? Momo laftani na apply. And the best candidate, Essa Jawla na hajiteje. I don't believe any individual. I believe UDP ye Momo Ta is my candidate. All this nonsense. And the one thing I know, nobody will manipulate me. Nobody I care less. Molbe mune fokang, karbe mune folamma, karbe mune mirakamma. Ntemanta na hajite what? I'm a UDPian. UDP hanibi ni njay manele ta. UDP lota officially ko nyina mu njay mane mbebula la no. Unless ngaje ko njay mane jikode ajikoma nyafa. Njay mane mu molete man la jikola. But hani alima meya. Iko niemo kendol soto e bala. Niaje ko ikafo ko first line o kono. Memu mustahabot. First line o kono. Wala mu molle nyanta lola je men yalon ko isi ni alma mo filita sa tambe no kato mo kilimbuka beke no. So we have to accept that. Yeah, disunity member tema. Because we try to control the narrative of people. Alay adamadi bulala frita. Niko ebe adamadi control la do be fitino le wulindika. And at the end you became a bad leader. Muneketa fira auna nyolla. Because they want to control the human being. Ale adamadi undadala yembulam firita. I choice ledina. Our choice is up to us. So, ni left aka adamadi un control raka fitino le wulindi. For example, many ka for atel many ko ba usien munna candidate. Allah hakola Allah la finna kola. Many fananko yang sile munna candidate ila la finna kola. Many ko talibe munna candidate ila la finna kola. You have right to say ba usen la munna candidate. But other person don't have right to say karle munna candidate. Ite mari be fitino le wulindi kam. Because ite rice do ite aje ko karima rice do kawofo. Idu na bebe kafkino no ko. Let us be honest to each other. But itela foko kable muna candidate to fole akina be kelela candidate to. Ita wo mu itela wishlet. Comme ninta da Saudi Arabian tata hijola. Momo ila wish moment ko le wiso dia alabulu. So, prunga live in a peace nature. We have to tolerate each other, accept each other's view, and at the end we come with the best view out. But it allowed a careful. Nindom man allowed careful. You are telling the person that you have more right than him, even though na baby then the party killing. And that is unfair. That is unfair. And what is the problem? You saba from be willing the UDP kono. Nite ko ba usen le munna candidate. Do ko yang si munna candidate ko manya no fola. Iko manke party din candidate. But ite men ko ba usen munna candidate ite lem party din candidate. Then ibe to ni rolla. Madama itela parti yola loi wole ma foko mo kote manyan na fola ko karle muna candidate to ba usen dambana muna candidate ni la parti yo loi le fodun e ba jala ko nimmo kote ko karle muna candidate abe fitina wulindo la kato ila parti la lo bari itela parti la loi ko everyone have right to to your choice of candidate wole atina nin candidates nata they apply they advertise it. So anything near you can advertise that is a public position. Advertisement no can down a public position all about. It's left to you. I don't apply this. Left a palace on bulala because ndamba na conventional. Youngs like chairmanship and mojo lebedaja. I think it was 8 people or more than that. Some withdraw, and he became a best winner. And then today we are all proud of what the work he is doing. But in Beka do the best candidate come out. So that we can easily solve our political party. We can solve our party agenda. Today, when you talk about the UDP pride, we talk about youngs. When you talk about UDP, because they are the pride of United Democratic Party. They are not there for any, they are there for every government. But at the end, it's only UDP will solve their agenda to the Gambian citizen through these people. But yesterday, people don't know how competent the youngs is unless the people, many they are close to youngs. Mojo Lealonko youngs is so competent like that. But UDP exposed him. But before that, we didn't say that youngs is the only competent person. Nobody should apply it. The people applied, youngs applied, and then at the end, the choice is the youngs was the choice of the people. Talibe also went through the same thing. Mustafa ya nyinine, Mustafa Ture ya nyinine, Papa Njai ya nyinine, and Talibe became the choice of the people. But do we condemn those people? Because Gambiano niaje ko na party bukata, niaje na political party bukata. We preach democracy, but we don't want to live on democratic practice. Well, some of our candidates near, some of our people near candidate ya nyini masoto e kabo jele. Near position in Masono, our politics because so toxic today. Mune Mustafa Bondi UDP kono because he was rejected by the candidate. But at Ninatako, at a malonko, Nintalbe Botaja, Fancy Kenole. Mune Papa Njai Bondi UDP kono kata GDC kono. The same thing. UDP, Bre Muhammad Mahaneraning. Ila boy ole lota abota ji ay Musa Drame dokoma lota UDP Muhammad Mahanera Tombo Musa Drame dokoma ni is I don't love UDP. So there are people many along be party kono just to seek position. Nima wo position also they will go. That's why you have many people in different political parties near position nyini je ma soto do katale. Because we don't want to accept the democracy. We practice only democracy, but we don't want to live on it. Mol kanyo saba almameyan. Abu Bakar Siddiq, Usman bin Affan, birin kila banta, dolia prefer ko. And imagine, will nimut nabiyo mola sahbalit. Some of the people prefer Usman bin Affan ay kela Khalifot. But majority is one Abu Bakar Siddiq wala kela Khalifot. And Abu Bakar Siddiq became a best Khalifa. But at the end, as times go on, Usman bin Affan nga matele kena fourth Khalifot. Na kamfata na ko, in fact, will he ever become a caliphate in Islamic society? No. But we don't want to accept the democracy. We preach the democracy, but malafika live democracy ka. Kari ko ite ko ba usen muna candidate ote. But no kodron karle muna candidate o mu hetalete. Wala mu problem ote. No. Nobody is problem here. Ite yela wislefo. Do yala wisfo. But ite ko wala wisfo manya no fla ite alaute la wisfola and ite don't know be mu kafu de kilonet. What you are trying to intimidate those people. And then it left ka adama di intimidate reka fitino la wulindi. And wole nyi diamo besia. Nasa nyi diamo wulta wato men America for talibe for presidency ila wislam. Men ka for youngs for presidency ila wislam. Men ko ba usen is our candidate ila wislam. Leave people openly to this those what volleyball kila president ba. We have a selective committee. Wol bela do ko la wol meda bula jebe deri. Neltel damone la hojo kal batata. Albe delal. Nin selection watu na ramo. But we don't want to break this taboo. We don't want to break. So that's the reason I asked, what is the reason why UDP even advertise this position? Why do we advertise this position? If we don't want to live in democracy, ni telata ko ka mo kote ya apply is a taboo, then UDP should not advertise this position. Because anything advertised, that's meaning it's a public position. And everybody have right to apply it. But you have to meet the criteria. That's why UDP come with their criteria. They say that if you are a dual citizenship holder, you don't allow to you don't allow to apply it. And I even see people, many alone, they are trying. Hani de esa Jawla me yen kilina fiko la bari yalo wo buka hanin samba dulalet. Wallahi billahi. Because follow. I care less people in the kilimenna. One thing lata wala la. Ntele ala dambang wala ben kitindila. Because I don't want to be a loyal to anybody. My only loyalty is to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I can't be loyal to human beings. No. Because Allah yolo fonyi. Allah ko ibani fa. Allah ko ibama ani fama. Nil dambang wa qada rabbuka alla ta'budu illa iyyahu wa bil walidayni ihsana. Naman ke bani fati nyin dunay nyanta nyi nyala menma naman ke alalati kabo alalay bani fa nyanta ni. Bare hanoli fonde ala ko ne ko in jahadaka hani bama ni fama wol fulo ni yamari fenna ala an tusirika bihi ni yamari fenna londite mento wala ala batol ala sokolam fala tuti'uhuma akoye kodila. Ikodila. So I don't have loyalty to anybody. My loyalty is United Democratic Party. And that's what I said. Whether UDP lost, if we enter by a candidate or candidate was sumafu, but madam a UDP in column. Mbo mari le support la, andung, iganyete manganye wotente bola UDP de, ndemanta UDP kafo koro UDP ni nyanta ganye la presidency yala. No. You can change something without being a president. You can imagine be masakunda foska. Imagine Adam Barrow ko. Imagine Adam Barrow ko. Huh? Imagine Adam Barrow ko. Abu Kesu Tosino. Because UDP is forcing them. And that is the role of the opposition. Niaje ko Western Wall, ika budget o landi, ila political party so that kamuneke purka democracy. Democracy nim opposition o mansudo banko kandra banko jimbe tenda to be a monarchy system. So, but our people have a problem. Our people don't want to accept the truth. Our people say democracy, but they don't want to live on that democratic principles. You say UDP is a democratic party. Why when you say that everyone have a right to apply. It's not something there are specific people who have to apply. Then live on that. Live on that practice. But it is a for ba usen muna candidate. Ni mo ko karle muna candidate. Iko mu hatale. Iko le mu problem. And the right you have in that political party, the same right those people also have. You have a right to your wishes. The other person have right to his or her wishes. It will condemn, and those are the problem. But you have a special privileges. That is unfair, and even Islamic, it is haram. That is the truth. Ning ayatari ko, UDP ko nyimpala sode, Secretary General of the party is the only person who can apply for presidential candidate. Then if anybody else try to apply it, you are provoking people. You are provoking the political party. But when people live on democratic principle, that's what you are preaching, and then people want to live on that principle, or they want to practice that principle, you come out condemn them. Then you are fake. You don't believe that democracy you are preaching. So, sometimes I don't even see the reason. Sometimes it's just a childish phone. Because inte candidate to tombona, ite ta tombona. Ninte ko karle muna candidate to follow back na dia ko yabe tombona. For am I in the selection committees? Nka ko do le question ko fonte fe fan. Hani na dinde on men be jate son kala woka. Akamun tele ko nyin ayalo UDP alani ko kan haklo blandi ndesane na fen ko la mo subjeto be je ka fay mutala. Subjeto dole be je ka fay mutala. Iko arabu dolo mo. Iko friend fula. Al sori ngaka ko. Jadi kamu ne gada. Ebe ko kan media wala wote bide mbete ya wala. Ani fe. Ya, okay, yes. Uba tribe next. Ajo la semana lang kango. Nene ho auf ge dala kiti. Ko ne nembe fem kula kana na je. Nene mama be.
Hello. Na.
So akamundale ko dindiuni na subject o me ka fay mutala. Arab school dindiuni yalo ne ka fay subject o nye mutala. Eko terima fula. Idiata bake. Bari ila kuolu manfuta bake. O terima fuloli. Namro. No yala la kuolu le siata. You know, so terima fuloli be siloka. Terima kilindo nying o ka kafunyo mwadiro nyi akai ko ntenga visile ko ngani si jama soto. Ni ngani si jama soto isajen si kari keke o min. A terima podita wo fananko ate fana ya visile ay suluwo soto na ay sulu jama soto isaje wo si karolla wo si karolla wo ni sol domo. So viro takafunyo donyo wo podita ison kata wolle ebe kelola do fanam be silo kanna wo fanam be sirin falo kan yaate ki saate dol to kata ali dumbo ala liyo ka famina liyo be faari dumbo nyin kono abe sirin falo kan afutata wo mo fulol terima fulol may be kelola jita ke fata biraye fata aye nyininka akoy ko atil be kelola muneka ngalo ne ko nyum mutala nyin meni school ke ka fo subjeto me mutala wala yalo ne bebe ma bari nga expect lo ko nyum wane kundan kollo mo. So birana da ate yoli fata ye nyininka do kay kon tenga ajube nte kon tenga wis pour ngani sol soto woni sol si kari keke o min ngani si jamal soto si kari keke o min nanyin kafunyo ma men felorate ko ate abis la suluwol jama soto wo suluwol nyil wol si karantela ni sodomo nkele ta wolla e ka understand so ate me ye fata lidumbo men bate bulu ayo lidumbo ate fana yo lidumbo le muta ayo fay kawoli dumbo fay ka abeteta ala liobe bonda akwa ate kalita nyile mo fulo be mu tole walate akate kalita nyile mo fulo be mu tole walate sila na seko kambe nyine ka ako say nyile mo sabol kono jomale futata jomati ako meni keleta wol fulo bawo men do beje woko ate avis la ninsi jama soto isaja si karo nin sol keke omi ak ala freno kay kon kalita ndefana ngavis le ko ndenga suluwol jama soto na suluwolu isi kalila nin sol domo so nyindo man ninsi soto nyindo man sulu soto iteli keleda nyindo mim fana mennata o fana ye fata o fana yala li ala li dumbota ya fay bankoto akwa kalita nyil fulo be mu tole wala sa nyil mo sabo ko no jomale tole yata jonte non namro dañu manki jaram ko te mané kundan kol ni sane kundan kol kadi te man ni so soto ite ko yawisle ni so soto pour ye karol keke o min dom fana ko ngawisle ngasul wo soto nasul wole karila ni sol dom atelier kele wala din sitete bulu sulute ni dom bulu même fana natal fata wo fana yala li dum bota ya fay akate kalita ate anyil fulo mu tole wala ti yes zadra nge ko namro dañu magi jaram kolti de be jaram kolto as ndeka men falete wala mko alinga so moli la opinion sol fo mol dol soto tay ko alaman soto fo yakin nal ko alaman soto ba modol ko kila manke الرسول أمانك خاتم النبيت أمانك نبي مول لبانت نبي مودول بجيلال but fall law kuma kan akena turulamba let the people there will be always different. That's part of the human nature. Mo bete mo kilon kanu nola anete possible nola but mo be fanante mo kon nola wala tina hani firauna yaje mo kala fi ala nte lafo ko sinyanta kilamenti bi wala muko how to remove Adam Barrow there. Because in Dengaloneko, UDP Momota, that person will never be like Adam Barrow. Because all these people, Mole Hope sort of Melito, none of them may yalonko by integrity, by education, by honesty, none of these people. Today, Mole Kamela Kumoli for. There is no one among them who can be compared to Adam Barrow. But Usain Datofola is more competent than anybody in that country. Because alondo babulu ngala kata kuo jele kadung ala men fo mole wala muko ala men fo mole wala muko abuka mola nyaada la nyinya jube abuke bala dal jata nyinya jube aka muna jube wala mu qulubukum muna be sondo mo kono la sondo mo fana kono membe je ka wala bara bantala qulubukum wa amalukum. So UDP alhamdulillah kafu ni kafu karite je karisa sambanole nganyim fole always. And UDP is the political party that one can ever be proud of. Nyimfa tell pride let. But political party be Gambia kon. Nobody say that NPP party kon nyanda karle kela candidate or nyanda karle kela. Adam Barrow is running for Tata. Why are people not talking about that? Telling them that Adam Barrow demba sabalta Adam Barrow nyanda karle tala. Why? Someone who is already a president for 2 terms. But why are they not talking about those people's candidacy? Halifa Sallah, NPP, PDYS, nobody is talking about their candidacy. They don't even know who is their candidate at this moment. Because Halifa Sallah Katelona, if I can understand. So, but they are talking about UDP, Al Dolbafula, Al Dabota, Dolbafula, Talbe Bensura, Dolbafula, Lamine Mane do ba fola ko Lamine Sane do ba fola nko alhamdulillah. So mo jolle bentel la party kono men yalo ko Gambian have trust on them. Gambian see competency on them. So that is a pride of the political party. Ale kuke UDP amake party e Gambia kono. Because ngalo ko nyim party will be there one man shows. But we have still young people. Many yalo ko moli ke bulo chodi la kafo ko karis competent. Alhamdulillah. Ngoy ko korda o korda etata je korda suutio e ka faadi one he la nyin din karle be ketala aka kontanle bar ko nyanta kila in a way of respect le but mol fananela opinion kafo in a respectful manner without disrespecting, without insulting. We should tolerate that one also. Karla for karle munna president, why will that pain you? Fully back the president. No, even tell men Bafala Hussein is our president. Can we make Pak Hussein as a president? But it's our wish to see Pak Hussein to be a president. But Mbasamba can Gambian men can, are they going to vote for him? Mbafula Talibe men na dolmen Bafoka Talibela. Talibe is our president, is winnable candidate. That is their word. When are they come from meeting Allah? Nobody meet Allah. Mo Jomala Kata Allah ya Nadiamuta. When the President Barrow was coming, who know President Barrow? Lawyer Dabo is well known than President Barrow. Halifa Saleh is well known than President Barrow. And many others. But he became a president. Who talked to Allah? Ya Jambe Fong never thought that President Barrow is the one who is going to replace him. He don't even take the coalition serious. So leave the people to express their opinion. Stop calling people hypocrite because they feel like they are not loyal to lawyer Usenda. And I don't think anybody should come out and disrespect lawyer Usendabo because of laughter candidate. It's wrong. It's wrong. Any democratic society, you leave people to express their opinion. Akamune kaka kanole samba mol tema. Mol kata tubabu du janne e mandara political party kilunko. Mol kata tubabu du janne e balni fali be party o men ko tele mantarje. Walla da monka e la family ko ka political kachani o tema je without being kaji ko. Bari community la Gambia ka candidate si kenyame dol bena hey nko karnyol alfa alin kana nyo kamfanda alin kana bula nyola because of na opinion ite alawta yeddo fo nyamen do fana bula yata bari ite alawta ya fo karmu na candidate do man alaw kafo ite mu fitinan tule. You are the problem. That is the truth. And then this is something is healthy. When you don't let people to express what is inside them, and the mune kasya mol katra kafkilim bukalo mune be nyokono. Mbukan katra kafkilun lakono bukalo mune be nyokono. Because people are afraid to show out there, what is inside them. De Essa Jawla dem ko niamu e bavola ko be mbesila na mune ya. Mansula fen lafta men na wolam ko Gambia good education system sodo, Gambia good healthcare system sodo, and then na nyim funding ko bebe fundi kan na banko kan nyilla musama alfal. Anybody may yalon ko abe future better future la la mole. That is my concern. But I don't need any recognition from any political party. Man nyina kina ni hani UDP la executive ko mo tegen suti ata men ndum man la finga suti ya mola because I don't come to UDP so that people to know me. Manna UDP kono pour nyin kamala ko molen recognize pour sama ni man sakunda so what I will be mun nyine ne kon ndemo da jamanle in fact manke Gambian namrara afo manke Gambianote ndefa mamba la banko kan in fact manke Gambianti ndeman sula la banko la so mbejele don kaje ko mbadi ulebe siri Gambia kon. Education system, yes, Mr. Os, nge konda, kaya fama ndiyo. So, hani ko Essa Jawla na afikol, sumafu, Essa Jawla nyo musulu ja, mbe musulu saji mala, kala fonga le mbe doku njino. Nda doku njino, mbe kala sulu saji mala, lofo mole mbe doku njino. Na life mwe kona, ba usen nena meet, only, let me see, only one time lenga ba usen meet. Every I go to Gambia. Jomale aloko mol kalo na Gambia, but I never bother myself to any. Sometimes kada political bureau dol to den kada jen ka kododi. Wallahi billahi they don't even know Essa Jawla. Dara farato le. Amanjere ngadulal fo kada jelen ka kododi nka fo al nyin sang fenkola. But I'm not doing it for recognition. Nobody even know that bureau bring futata ye. Mo mal lonje. You gotta understand. That's why I need that Gambian come from mutaje. But nkanna audio bondile, nkanna diamul kejel. I don't ntemu kata party kono purungata nyaton kol yello. Mantar party kono pur political party nyaton kayello o executive yello. Katun tela man dua ko, man dua adamadu malo sama membe kela. But ma dua nte fo ndi woni fana ye fo, na family li fo. Fon karanyim political party nyaton kol kolali makoy. Mamira alabo kulal. I don't think ngawo kuke alabe fupuro meya kina alabo la lanka. I don't think so. I deserve that. So wala kina nte mantarje pour kamo nyanyini. Meme nduwa kandoron because mune kena molle fata nyim patiyoy. Molle niyo bota nyim patiyoy. And last time ngafolo nkona atare mo nyanta grateful la. So this political party should be our chairman. Because mo jamale be UDP kono me londo soto de. Bari talibe men soto je ma soto UDP kono yangse men soto je wala mo soto je de. Mo le family fata diwni be ni baluri. Hani sine yangse ni talibe ni rohi kada lande nyole men soto wol kono mo soto. And then political party cannot be personalized. Every group itata je yaje mo dolle yalo. And when many yalo ye diwl le soto well diwl fana manya nani tan la ko nyum party they have more right on this party than the others men la alfal daman dundi je. Any group kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam adi meli denda mo jolle keta nyaton koti dino kono adi muso men balutan so moli manya nani jela ko ntelela mol batata we have more right because ni ka wo game played wrong aka mol dol discouraging le ka fo na lota mo bele. Don't use that privilege. I have more right than the others because ntel farm annual le kelo kenye ne aje farm annual la legacy belo la bi mo dol le kafte mal be legacy ni londika ne aje UDP lotation men el UDP lo jama be jete balurinde bari fol diul damban be UDP keno la fentile ban hani. So alkana moli fanan na kata ko kafo na den tag e kafo mu fo mo kafo medicalo fo mo dol le alon mo bete nano la sinya kilo mbedo no mo dol le ba ideal soto. You see the biggest companies in the world today mo fula mo saba dol beje family le afengen but be how many board members all lesson. But the families who set up the businesses, they cannot come and try to play privileges or ownership on the people. Many are they are board members. And the Gambian will have problem what? They think that they have more privilege than the others. No. Political party cannot work like that. Let us have respect for each other. Alinga mol bula yela opinion express. Do not try to control. Ite buka mo na internet o sangay. E buka mo na kuram bilijo. E buka mo na fenko. How can you control that person? It's not under your payment. Let them to spew whatever they want. Ignore them. Accept it, go. That's what they think. But is that going to be a truth? Is that going to be a reality? No. So I see all this child play. UDP advertise the position. The meaning is a public position. If anybody want to apply it, apply it. But don't condemn other people who want to apply it or trying to categorize them as they are not loyalists or categorize them they are 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒏𝒆𝒍. No. It's a public advertise position. But Hussein is your favorite candidate? Yes, it is your right. Talibe is your favorite candidate? Yes, it is your right. That's your wish. I don't have right to condemn what your wish is. Your wish is that, and this and that. My wish is, our wishes cannot be the same always. Sometimes we can have a different choices. That's normal in the life of the human. That's a human nature. We are democratic party. We have to accept the principle of democracy. That's all. Nimmal lafi wala otala nga to nga ke munachi system. That's all. So ngal be kondo. Adel men bebe fen koto 2026 alinga duwa better ye. Alim be ngata diaspora, alim be ngata agent yala. Let us go and be a pooling agent. Essa Jawla is one of them. Foni mamfuda made andu manduwa wala nga fa sai. But ni ala mamfa amang kura lanka 2026 Essa Jawla alim konti UDP la pooling agent tolukon. Ala man ku ken baw alalam ate kam men plan ana madi kam men plan ite killing and that la plano is always the best plan. So bari ning ala inter simani jata kinda kuno 2026 pooling agent do fela sirin ja. So men be fundi dal be se Mballow aji condemn alla nyin condemnational based nonsense. Se Mballow order by NPP la political strategy la muyin, and they will never stop it because there is no condition or there is no, because it be continue la nyin consequence te Nenyin ke stand wolle, the next day you will be sacked from your position. You will be fired. But Adam Barrow even increased the position of these people. Sirin Janyol Felentine, Muna, I apologize le bondi UDP ka. Ate fenfenkela. So, Segun Mballow come and volume ko full les other position on into. That is what they are thinking. They can do anything, they can say anything what they want, nothing will happen there. And that is the fact. And the Sirin Jai UDP ko ba sama lekilane bitema ali amule. How can one individual fight with the institution? They have this belief ko. All the decision making bodies are fools. So they are not afraid to say anything because they can manipulate the system, they can manipulate the decisions, and even the court system. That's why Sirin Jai will never come out and apologize to UDP. Whether UDP will go to court or not, that is the question. No, the Sirin Jai didn't do na kafani ata kala UDP. Mune bebola je. Hantia fato te la je tak. Hantia fato te la je. Anda ba akela le abe proud la la. Al fali aba Sirin Jai be na apologize. He will never apologize. Sirin Jai will never apologize. And when you UDP la court la, nothing will come out of it. Whether lata la falma la, that is the truth. Anyway, ngal be konto for what do. Til block Russia. Na brother. Na diamu nyado. Mto nato male.